Washed, Ali. Oh boy. Today I want a good session. What's up, Taco Timber? Just play me. Oh, Kane's really bad. Ingenious Hunter. That's pretty cool. Star. Ooh, that's on my speakers. Thanks, Mike from Twitch, for subbing. Welcome, welcome. Hey, what's up, Owen? What's your opinion on the J4 bus? Pretty good. Right, Monster Killer, we're back in business. What's the record clear speed on Zara so far? Probably around 250. Is Smurf Maker good? It can be, yes. Is there another educational video coming up soon? If I'm not lazy, sure. Fruit Smoothie 420 says Canyon picked Fiddle Jungle last night at LCK. See, that's nice. My Twitch chat is reporting to me on updated news and stuff, and my YouTube chat asks for a video. Two different environments, I suppose. I think the YouTubers, the people watching on YouTube expect more quality out of me. Well, that's just one guy, but I suppose that's the situation I've put myself in, where I make high effort videos infrequently because, God, I am bored. It takes a lot of effort. But it's okay. Because you know what? I think the videos help a lot of people, or can help. And that's a good thing. Also, is the music too loud? Let me know. I'm trying to speak up, but my God, I'm tired. I'd like to just chill. Been enjoying the content, man? That's good. I hope I can make more stuff that can help you, buddy. Keep an eye out for that stuff. Been enjoying your content a lot from YouTube. Kaisky, thank you. Wow, I'm jumbling my word. Thank you, Kaisky, from YouTube. Music being lower? Okay, yeah. I don't know. I have to change the audio every fucking time I stream because I don't know. I don't have like an audio mixer. So Exodus. Good volume, let's go. Am I schizo or do you wear glasses sometimes? A little bit of both. You see me wear glasses because of my profile picture. I haven't changed my profile picture since 2017. It's the same profile picture. Now I think about it, like I don't know why. I could probably just change it, but too lazy. It was a professional photo done at a tournament. I don't even think I look that different from when I was 17 versus now. What's the best jungler that can go support? Ooh, Maokai. How fast is Sour clear? I'd like to show you. Step out at 59, spawn at around 1. You can go maybe like right when it turns 59. Okay. Nice. Alright, I'm not dead, so it's pretty good. It's going pretty good so far. Shitter. I didn't have a smite, otherwise that would have been nice. Owned. Noobs. And the wave is good. Go. I pan my camera like that so I can click the dark seal, press P to undo my shot, and immediately move. You share your runes? Yeah, Dark Harvest, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, Ingenious Hunter, and then we have Cosmic, as well as Elixir of Skill. Okay. He didn't want to flash away, so I just killed him. Ah, spawn to my right. The Raptors are particularly nice because they allow you to respawn, like get your seeds back. Because every time you kill a small one, it's 35%. Pretty nice. I'm gonna just do it. I don't really care. Here he comes. Okay. Damn. I was really hoping we would all just go together. My Seraphine got attacked, so we couldn't really do it afterwards when she lost her entire fucking HP bar. That kind of sucks. Yeah, the Viego actually just ran straight down. Damn. Unlucky. It happens. Seems good. Might try it out myself. Heading out for now. Hope you have good games ahead. Thanks, man. Sweet. Yeah, sometimes I just kind of go for things. He's gonna hit the vision, man. Oh. What the fuck was that guy thinking? You always want to tank for your plants. Keep this in mind. Try to be maximally efficient with your plants by spawning them like as often as possible. This is how to do the grubs. Yeah, you don't ever want to have 2 seeds. You want it to be on cooldown constantly. Ah, I had to make use of that seed. Oops. And make sure to target the right thing. When you click on someone, your plants will attack that guy. Ah, what have I done? Oh. Nice. Wow. I'm really out here, bro. We out here. Why did my music stop? It's already copyright for this VOD, so I might as well just keep it going. Vine Lasher slow stacks also for multiple plants. It's unintuitive because most slows don't do that. You mean like slowing more? I didn't know that about Zara. Do you mean you right click on them after plants are summoned? You can, I'm pretty sure you can do it ahead of time. Like you can, as they're summoning, you just like shoot an auto at someone and it says, hey, kill that guy. Thank you, Perkaholism, for the sub. Appreciate that, bud. Welcome back for 15. Duos for higher up? I hope they do. I don't think they will. Riot has a history of like having a huge ego about things that they change. It takes them a really long time to admit they're wrong and a really long time to revert things. I guess I'll cover this wave while my guy's ganking. What a nerd. Problem is Aurelian can fly at me here. I'm dead. I did do a lot of work though on these guys' HP bars, so maybe we get a kill here. Let's get the star of the show. The Luden's tech. With Ingenious fully stacked, and it is. Luden's comes down from a 3-second cooldown per charge to 2 seconds per charge. Very nice. I laugh. Nice, good. What the hell? The Rift Trail is coming at me. Yeah, I can just spam seeds even if I'm not really going to use them. Just because if I'm going to refresh and get my seeds anyway, good to use them. Even when you kill something like a ward, it counts. Which I don't think people might have known. my god, I keep doing that. No, path this way. Maybe she's TPing out? You TP it out. Okay. Maybe they're in my bot side. The rice cream? Shelly wanted revenge, yeah. Kill the little ones. Yeah, so you don't want to plant your seeds early against humans, but against camps, it's not like they're like paying attention or anything. Oh. Okay, well, I thought he would come forward. My bad. This Hui has crazy amount of audacity. I will simply just attack them from 3 miles away. You into the wall, drop the W after. Yeah, I don't know why this guy's just walking up like that. He's just gonna die. We can just kill them, right? This guy needs to turn off his auto attack. We're getting TP'd on. He TP'd somewhere. This is a huge risk. Yo, kill this guy. Oh, I fucked up there. That could have been bad, man. I'm gonna smite it. What is up with YouTube? Yeah, you're probably thinking, why not Rylai's? That's a good question. You don't really need Rylai's in a lot of cases. I'd rather just get, like, stats that are super, super important first. Oh, what the hell? They're actually doing it. Happens. What happens when your guy dies? I'm planting that defensively when this guy is actually probably traumatized from the early game. Nice, our DOT's killed him. Stop hitting that, stop hitting that. I hate when they leash me like this. They're just gonna steal it. It's just gonna be a steal. Just let your jungler do it, it's fine. You don't have to leash in, like, so many cases. Zara jungle look at the smash. Pretty good. Using YouTube for music? Yeah. This doesn't autoplay for some reason. They woulda could for this guy. But he's losing the matchup now. How many games with WASD? It depends on person, bro. If you're a fast learner and you can wire your brain that way, take like a week. Slow, I don't know, take months. Don't want to stack on my team. I'm gonna let them hit that. I can farm everything in my wake. Including champions. Fuck. I think there was an 1100 in there. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna just be doing way too much damage for these guys. Even if I don't hit them dead on with my abilities, I think they're just dead. Such satisfying farming. I hope you guys enjoy seeing the tactics process. Wow, Kale really thought, hey, I'm level 16, I win the game. And then walked into us. Ooh. I'm just being dragged by everything. It's okay. They all died for me. Nice. Oh, I did my job. Oh. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. Ooh, that's not big enough. Oh, nor is this. I think it's just because I'm not hitting them enough. Considering I got Ludens after Leandri's, having at least half, I don't mind that. It's also one of the only items that gives you 25 ability haste. So... pretty nice. Maybe it's not Ingenious on Zyra without Zazax. With Zazax, you definitely go Ingenious. I think in the jungle, you can maybe get away with Treasure Hunter, so you can get your shit faster. Ever tried Taric Jungle? Nah. What do you start on Zyra Jungle, and what do you max? Start Q, obviously. I mean, you could start E, but the E plants aren't always going to be nice to you. Because your plants, like your seed spawns, not always in like the right spot. Hypershot him? Horizon Focus. It doesn't work on plants anymore for some reason. Ah, good damage. It used to. It used to just hit them. Yeah. So 4 line? First time in a while. Well, I haven't streamed in a while, so. Fuck with this new bow look. Oh. Like this? This is a sapling. My girlfriend crocheted a sapling and wanted to put it on my headset, so I said okay. You don't really say no to your girlfriend, so it's like whatever, I don't care. You like Rylus and Zara? I like it, but I think other items can be more useful. So Simo? The red crud clear the spicy? Yeah. Glad you enjoy Helios. Little Blade Princess from my YouTube. So Ingenious is spelled Ingenious. Not a tiny pet peeve. A very big pet peeve for me is spelling, so I always correct that shit. It's adorable. I think so too. Yeah. It's funny because like, in terms of my personality, I think it's just like the most random thing. You work outside of streaming, or so I do a lot of like random sponsorships, and I have a cool little game design job. Nice. It's not like full time. How's your journey been as a content creator in terms of exposing myself to critique? Give me an example. The song, it's called Inner Whirlpool by Tatsuya Kitani. Turn this up a bit. Yeah, I work for a company. Thanks, she was taken from Twitch. I hope that helps saying like this comment from this platform, because some people are like, where are these comments come from? Like, oh, it's because I'm streaming on both. Plan on going pro, or is content what you want more? I enjoy the limelight. Enjoy having a platform. Feel like I can do a lot of good. Water, Eric. What's up, Winter? Have you ever smoked? I've tried when I was like 14. Weed and a cigarette, and I said, this shit's not for me. This is retarded. What are some games you enjoy? I've been enjoying Helldivers. I really like Helldivers. But I want to make sure I don't burn out of Helldivers. Some people in my Discord have very addictive personalities, Brian. They need to make sure they're measuring that shit, bro. Can't play too much. I don't have autoplay on. I swear, how do you even turn this shit? I swear it's normally on. Yeah, my thing with like those substances is just like, if you need it to have a good time, like, you're at a disadvantage. Huge personality defect, bro. You're at such a disadvantage. There's no way that anyone sits there and goes, yeah, I can't have fun without getting high, and thinks that that's a good thing. If you have, like, if you smoke weed to have fun every now and then, that's different than like having to do it to have fun. Like, some people are just, oh, I can quit anytime, that kind of bullshit. It's like, I'm sure, good, but like, be real. Less about fun and more about eating regularly and not, okay, using it as a crutch for like feeling lonely or appetite. These things, they walk a fine line. I mean, obviously the preferred mode of existence is to like be able to do all these things regularly, all these things yourself. But like, relying on things, from my experience, witnessing others, not that I've done this, right? I'm lucky enough to not have to, but anyone that's like unfortunate enough, whether it's their choices or maybe they're just the way their body works, or environment and circumstances is a huge thing. Like material existence or material well-being is a big thing. Some people are just kind of forced into shit. If they can ever build up the discipline to get out of it, it's best case. But that's a problem, is like lose them into it. Good thing about scripting is, or Echo, is that you can't really script against Echo. The shit comes out too fast. I should probably save my Q. Hate how the head stops hitting. What he takes into car and his 3 crafting skills. I haven't seen his stuff. I didn't even know he still played. He's a piece of shit human being though. That guy, he's one of the only people that is just like straight up left games, in my experience. Like, I haven't really met that many people that literally leave games. Most people at least have a bit of shame to like stay in the game but troll and like not try. It's like a different kind of shameless. Where are my minions? Owned. I only fought that because I had a ton of minions. But they didn't turn around until later. I'll smite a minion for a level up. Hmm. 113. Wait, what are you doing? What the fuck, bro? Why'd he turn around? Okay, whatever. Maybe it's best. I was thinking maybe I could slow him down. Can end up getting yo here. Oh, he's here. You have hook? Okay, fucking A, man. People, this is a thing, like, I can't, like, talk to my teammates, so I can't tell them what I want them to do. If they go in early like this and get attacked, we have no play, right? Like, we have nothing to do now. Like, you're just dead or something. Like I have to tell my teammates sometimes, or I wish to tell my teammates sometimes, like, hey, I know I'm pinging on the way, but that's to get your attention here. Don't, like, send it right away. Like, wait for me. Like, I don't know how to communicate. I wish I could, like, do, like, some sort of combination with my mouse to, like, ping, like, I'm on the way, also wait 3 seconds, like, that kind of thing. Or, like, wait for me to be there. I probably lost a grub, but I can get the others. I should have smited that one. I thought he didn't have smite. I didn't really want to smite it. Because he did one so fast that I'm like, oh, he must have smoked that shit. Is this risky? This is risky, but I'm gonna do it. This is a dickhole. That means that this was warded. Must have been warded. Rip bait ping? It would have been perfect there? Yeah, but... I'm probably one of the only people in this world that is willing to use the bait ping, like, to mean bait. I don't see anyone else use the bait ping the way I do. I shit you not, like, I wish I could tell you, like, yeah, actually people used it properly. No, they literally never. I haven't, it's not that I was not trying to, like, remember it either. I haven't seen a single person use it. Not a single fucking person, bro. Which was actually really surprising to me. I'm like, holy shit, I've never seen the community strictly use something for this. Now, that's obviously my subjective experience. Maybe in your games you've seen that. So I'm not gonna say that like, oh, like, everyone. I'm just saying, like, in my experience, everyone. Too many people who just not good people. See that Q? This ping's very useful to everyone who knows them. Hitting on Echo with Proto now? You can do Proto. You don't really need to. It's nice to do the combo. Wow, I smited the fucking small one. What am I doing? What the fuck? I have a lower cooldown than him. Oh, Shinzo's gonna come. This way, this way, this way. Yes! Yes, good. Hey, Shinzo's gonna come. Run. Wait, is that autoplay working? Nice. You must wait before issuing new pings. Ooh, that's unlucky. Perpendicular, word of the day. When you want to dodge skill shots like that, move perpendicular to them. Once you've cleared the hitbox, resume moving in the direction that you'd like to go. If you're unfamiliar with the hitbox, give it extra distance if you need to. Clear it by 50 pixels or 100. Doesn't really matter as long as you clear it. However, it does matter at the highest level when you want to start dodging perfectly. Technically, all you need to do is just avoid the hitbox, right? You don't actually have to clear it by that much. It just depends on your goal. If your goal is to be maximally efficient, dodge by as little as you can. If you just want to dodge by as much as you want. We're gonna W here. I'm specifically making sure to put the Nasus down. If last game was any indication of how I should be playing, it's if they pick like some shit like Nasus or Kale top, no matter what I do, my top laner will die to them. So I have to adjust. Just gonna ulti backwards maybe. Oh, that is sick. I'm too low. I should be rolling this way. That was a good Q. I just poked this entire HP bar though. Yeah, most people don't pay attention going back to lane. Or at all. Oh, shit. Maybe I should build Cleanse or QSS. Been late today, everything okay? Yeah, just sleep schedule. One thing is your pathing is going to get obstructed by this little wall, so you don't actually want to click to the right here. It'll path you at a different line instead of going direct and rolling over it. People always right click here. I realize this because I'm making an efficiency video. How to be maximally efficient with every click, every movement. Which is actually something we just talked about, the dodging thing. Oh, maybe I should have saved my smite. Ezreal could ult this. Even something as small as like like rolling in one direction and not having your E up, like slightly earlier. Change music. Damn, the Naturous Tooth tower taking. Right here. I don't care about the bard, I'm going with this guy. Chasing the bard is way too much. Oh, that's funny. Did you think we wouldn't see? Didn't get held? Maybe. No. Fuck. Oh, what? I wanted to try a different route to get to mid tower instead of pathing through top in it. You build Kiosis on Echo and not fucking build. I mean, it's gonna mess it up, but like, it's for a purpose, right? It happened, top laner died to enemy top. Oh, it did happen. Yeah, Nasus kill, eventually they just kill you, right? So. I only dropped one death. Game is easy. Are the games tonight? Too easy. This is Diamond. Should obviously be easy. It's Diamond too. I mean, for the bait ping, there was a very easy solve. We just need, like, ping bans. You should be able to get banned from pinging. Anything that you do that is in service of harming your chances of winning or annoying your teammates can and should be punished. If you just ping like an asshole, people should be able to report that and you should get manually vetted. In high elo, not for like the millions. I don't care about low elo players. I care about high elo. Once you enter Masters or Masters MMR, the game should make you sign a contract saying you agree to these additional terms. Things like you can literally just get permanently banned. I mean, they could do this anyway. Riot could technically perm ban you anyway without any reason. It's a private company, I'm pretty sure. So it's like they can do whatever they want. You can't just like sue them because you know you lost your account. You actually can't do that. So they could just do that actually. But they might as well warn you and say like, hey, you're gonna get fucking banned, so. And then have like a 50-man team around the clock just vetting reports, cleaning up the situation. People would appreciate that. I would appreciate that. Only reason they're not gonna do this is because they'd have to ban 99% of high elo. I would do that. It's scorched earth, dude. I would do that. If you put me in charge, immediately all of them banned. You'd be banned for life then? Well, don't say that so proudly, bro. Like, what kind of cringe is that? I'd get banned. Like, why would you? It's shameless. Shame doesn't exist. Shame. What makes diamonds easy for you? I mean, there's no answer other than they're shit. Like, they just don't have the fundamentals, right? They won't be as efficient as I am. They won't be as good mechanically in fights. I'm probably just going to win fights against them. even if they win a fight against me, right, the likelihood that they use gold better than I might, like, they might need like 3 times as much gold to do what I do. Just, I don't know how to answer that other than I'm just better than them. There's no like secret to it. It's just, when I get gold, I go buy items and it makes my champion stronger, and then I use the fact that my champion's stronger to go kill them again to give me more gold, so I can go kill them again to give me more gold, and then I'll probably like take a tower at some point, and that gives me more territory. With more territory, I can make my teammates go and ward, so I can kill them a lot earlier, or we can set up, like, I don't know how to answer that. I'm not proud, but what else can you do if you're chat ban, your teammates are just running it down? How do you ignore them? You can argue, I just have bad mental. Yes, you have fucking bad mental, bro. Like, what? Do you get paid to play this game? This is not a rhetorical question. I want you to answer this. I want you to actually answer this, because this is something that you're never going to hear from anyone else. Most people are going to validate you and be like, because they experience the same thing, they're not going to recognize that, like, oh, it's actually a problem that, like, we perceive it this way. Right, and the answer for that question, like 99% of the time, is going to be, actually, no, I don't get paid to play this game. And there's a point here. As I've been, man, been a year, any updates or something? Same old. I mean, not really same old. But like, nothing too fantastic. This guy hitting me with such... Oh, how am I gonna finish this Tetris game? Time. Honestly, I don't care about winning if those pigs are winning as well. Well, you've already fallen into one trap. You're calling other people pigs. The dehumanization part of like our modern League of Legends culture, this one is just amazing to me. Because like, just for an example, like the Nazis would dehumanize the people that they're talking about to kind of justify their anger. Like, yeah, it's very easy for you to get frustrated and say it's okay for me to get frustrated towards another person or call them shit or whatever when they're a pig and not a human being. First of all, cut that shit out, right? Like, cut that shit out immediately. That shit's just gonna ban you, right? Like, don't even talk like that ever to anyone. Don't do that shit. Because like, imagine someone does that to you, and you're gonna say some bullshit victim thing, right? Where you go like, oh, but they do that to me. Okay, does that make it okay for you to do that to others? Like, no, right? Like, I know outside of like a classroom in elementary school, you might not have heard these words, which is a big problem, right? Because once you get out of school, once you don't have like a teacher to like vet your attitude, especially when it's online, a lot of you guys just revert to like your childish self, right? The version of you that just like ignores all these sort of things, all these morals or whatever. I know morals are cringe, blah blah blah, but like, you revert to that shit. I feel like that's why a lot of people do this kind of thing. Like, I can't see any other reason as to why the fuck people do this. It shouldn't be a fun thing, and people shouldn't say like, oh, it's like you're thinking too deeply about it. I'm not thinking deeply about it at all. You're literally just calling people dogs or pigs or dehumanizing them so that it's easier for you to just like sit there and be like, yeah, fuck this person, right? Fuck this thing, this other, right? It's a crazy thing people do in their own head, and like I see it happen all the time in League of Legends, and people don't care about the way in which they're using their language. Fucking ridiculous, by the way. So, first of all, lead with that. You have bad mental, and you're probably chill right now in my Twitch chat because there are no stakes, but think about what it means about you as a person if the moment it gets a tiny bit stressful, you start slinging this kind of shit at others. Especially when you don't get paid to play a fucking video game, right? No one's gonna pay you to be a shit or platinum player, bro. There are like millions and millions of platinum players. You don't meet... Oh, what the fuck is this? Nothing sets you apart from others. So definitely don't think you're special there. When you play this game, you play for fun. You don't click play unless you're willing to throw away the next 30 minutes. You don't do that. If you cannot handle 30 minutes of stress, because yes, the game can potentially be stressful and frustrating, do not fucking queue up. You are doing a disservice to yourself and others. I need to save my smite. Probably an Evelyn here. Feel like I walked into a lecture. Yes, this person needs it. You know how many people go about their daily lives? They're like 18, 19. The parents don't vet anything they do. They don't even hear any of the shit they say online, and they just kind of go unfiltered. You know how many people fall into that trap of like, oh, I have no consequences, no perceived consequences, and so they end up just becoming like this. It's probably one of the most annoying things for me in this world. It's just the fact that, like, damn, people don't make good friends. If you make good friends, they're gonna call you out on all this bullshit. But a lot of people don't have, like, actual quality friends. They have friends that might just sit there and you bitch about your rank game, and they go like, yeah, fuck these pigs, fuck these dogs. When I would sit there and be like, dude, you're getting mad over this video game to the point where you're saying this kind of shit, that's not good. That's not okay. It's like, it's normal to get frustrated. It's normal to get angry about a game. But it's not normal to do all the additional bullshit that comes with that. Thanks a lot. Stroking my Nidhogg? Are you? Little goon sesh, bro? There could be an Evelyn. I feel like there's an Evelyn, but we should just go. Wait, just auto-attack the guy. Okay, yeah, you should auto-attack on your way to the, Evelyn. What's that flag ribbon? Unlucky, that's a tilter. Oh, you mean the killer? That's okay. These things happen. Like I said, right, like, if I die in the early game, I don't really care. Right? Unless I'm dying like 5 times. If I die in the early game, it's just like, okay, they got 300 gold, my bad. Let's play better next time. But like, I'll just be better than them anyway. Think of it this way: like, you can give 1,000 gold to like a low elo player at the start, so long as they don't just like completely shut out a high elo player. It's not like the low elo player is randomly better because they have gold. It's a combination of how much gold you have and like what kind of items you have, as well as how well you can use them. So you can think of it this way: gold efficiency can be measured in terms of stats as well as like your skill. For example, some active items, right? Whether or not you use them properly can make a difference between like it being worth 3,000 or it being worth like 1,000. Like Hextech Rocket Belt. If you use Hextech Rocket Belt and shoot it behind you every time, it's almost like you don't even have a passive, right? Or an active. But like now you're a pro player and you use it to like destroy shields, like Banshees or something, or like you hit multiple people, you find good angles, or you use it to like dodge. Right, it's proper usage. We lose this 2v2. He needs to just push. Evelyn must be top if he's playing like this. If he doesn't answer the question directly and gets defensive, he's a kid. This kid just bitches all day. No! No, why would you do that? If he's really good, he W's here. If he's a beast. No, I'm not gonna buy that. Are the new Rune's changes live right now? No. They pulled back on those. Thoughts on talking shit about people who are toxic to you, not in game but out loud on stream? You think it's acceptable or not? I guess it depends on what exactly you're saying. It's generally better than actually talking shit to, you know, someone talking shit to you. If you're the one that started it, nah, bro, take accountability. Oh, no, he fucking... Nice. Go, go. This is dope. You like this? Yeah, we're fucking with people hard. So what I should have done was maybe, I knew that she had her ulti up, so I probably could have just warded early. Just baited. No. I think best process would have been to Q to Q, just go for Q, Q, and then if she ulties, then I save my ulti. If she doesn't, then I kick her and she's dead. Instead of kick Q. Or if I were a beast, maybe I can do that kick QQ fast, like really fast. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure the timing on that. As long as she spent. Oh. I can probably 1v2 here. Oh shit! Not if they. Fuck. He tanks so much of that too. Did he W my kick? Sorry, let me clear. Excuse me. Oh, damn. Got it. There's an Evelyn somewhere. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Wait, why would the Zyra step? Damn. There she is. I thought the Zyra was better than that. She stepped forward. Fuck! And then I'm a Q. He's gonna R flash. This is a flash. He will flash. Okay, we're good. I was watching, I was ready to dodge with my ward if I need. Were you out of range to take the Q after ward hop? What moment are you talking about? Thanks, Sir Thrax. It is just diamond though. I feel like Evelyn would be hovering mid or bot after dragon. I don't think the Evelyn backed after dragon. Really dangerous going in like that when they have roots, so I should probably be safer next time. Next time I'm probably going to fake it and then pull an ulti or something. I'll Q towards them and then I'll just W backwards. Eight and 2 and still, well, yeah. He's gonna ulti? No? 16-year-olds, man. When they're winning, they're happy. When they're losing, they bitch. The most important thing that they can do is be the kind of person who can apologize. Say, sorry, being a bitch. I baited the ulti at least, so that lets me know that the Varus is watching for my Q. We got at least a little bit of information, and the Zyra got the kill. I don't think the Zyra's good. Normally I'd be afraid of a Zyra getting killed like that, but not in this case. I'm gonna build a super item here. This is gonna win me the game. What's up, Blonde? How's your journey in Masters? You remind me of my buddy actually, Red Mercy. Red Mercy used to have this video series called Journey to Challenger. And one thing about Red Mercy was he was always around Master Tier, always continuously on this journey. And it was funny because at a certain point, when you make too many episodes going towards Challenger, it just kind of becomes a joke where it's like, Journey to Challenger, episode 300. So, you remind me a little bit of that, actually. I hope you can get the Challenger one day, Blunt. Hope it doesn't take you 500 episodes, you fucking noob. I was higher LP than you for 2 months of season, Donkey. Who are you happened to? Were you? I don't know about that, bro. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I was Challenger right at the start when I climbed. And then I was just sitting around 500. Now I just bother to go to 700. Oh, I was okay. Oh, I like that though. Oh! Down 300 LP. Unlucky, bro. I can't wait for the next episode. Yes. I can't wait. No, it's always so funny. It's always so funny. Just hearing about Silky. You do this thing that I see a lot of people do, where they post like a huge game of yours, right? Like you post like a big one, 18-0 or something, and be like, and then like, it's a loss. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know that feeling, I know. I'll always see that shit from you. If you lose a bad game, I'll always hear it. It's kind of like Harvard students will always let you know that they attended Harvard. That kind of shit. Yes, Team Disparity. I know this one. I know you love that one. I love that one too. Are we gonna get a Nemesis review of you playing WSD? We could. I don't know. I don't know if he cares. Nidog, where are you from? I'm from Canada. What are your thoughts on Sun to Sky bug not being fixed? I'm not sure what the bugs are exactly. There are like a million Cassiopeia players and they all have ego. They all type, no matter what. If a Cassiopeia player gets solo killed, or gets... Oh, especially if they get ganked, they will always type. It doesn't matter if, like, the enemy jungler got a quadra kill on the other side of the map. If they get solo killed, they're gonna be like, why is jungler not here? Which is fucking funny. He's probably in that bush. Oh, she is. No dodge, he just kept running forward, damn. Alright, they're behind us. They're behind us, which means Evelyn will come back at some point. Trying to get this Evelyn here. She's here still. She's here. Wait, why was I stuck? I couldn't input anything. That's a weird bug. First time I was in Challenger lobby, I got flamed to shit by Spica. Don't meet your heroes. No. Don't, okay, first of all, yeah, he's a dick. But don't ever say don't meet your heroes like that. That's the most parasocial shit. I actually really detest when people fucking do that shit, man. I detest that shit so fucking much. Cause you're putting some people at a certain like level or like on a certain standard that like you wouldn't even be able to meet. So first of all, hypocrisy. But second of all, unreasonable expectations, especially because in a lot of cases, not in this case, right? If he started flaming you, he's a piece of shit, of course. But in a lot of cases, people will expect or feel entitled to certain like interactions when they aren't actually entitled to that. Okay. So I just want to make it clear when you say don't meet your heroes, like yes, oh, baited. Ah, I missed. See that S key? Yeah, fuck yeah. That's why you'll never be my hero? Sure. Yeah, that's the hard read. I know he's going there, so I just stand still. Get that? Yeah. Some people do that shit to me. Never meet your heroes. Like, they'll come up to me, and they'll say, like, some stupid shit. They'll, like, make fun of me, or they'll call me bad. I'll be like, bro, why are you talking shit? And be like, bro, relax, it's just a joke. Never meet your heroes. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, bro? Like... He's walking up because Evelyn's here. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm getting creep locked by my teammates. You must have went this way. How did the Ezreal not hit? Yeah, you went this way. Oh, I tabbed. Yes, R. I'm okay. Damn, I'm a fucking beast. But it's just diamond. That's the read right there. He cuts vision, and I know he's gonna go the other way. What do you have the title about WSD binds? Is this show that's good? Sorry, are you saying, is this to show it's good? No, I'm literally just getting people's attention with buzzwords. No worries, I understood what you meant. It took me a second. I do want anti-heal for the Zac, but I don't think I should be the one to, I have a decision. I think I'm gonna go QSS. Planning on getting Cleaver this game? Nah, it's okay. I'm killing all the squishies, man. I don't care about the Irelia or the other guy. That's my ADC's job. Appreciate your brutal honesty. When you word it like that, I'm not faulting you here, by the way. I'm just saying, when people word things like brutal honesty, I feel like the implication there is like I'm being a dick. Oh shit. I'm not saying that you're saying this. It's just like typically it's in that kind of context. I took them out here, but Oh, my team was stalled by the Aurelia. Maybe I shouldn't have went that far. I was kind of forced into it, though. Ooh, not this. I'm gonna go Randuin's. No, not Randuin's. Ah, yes, yeah. Probably Randuin's. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, I'll never really, if someone says, like, I agree with this point. If they say it, right, the person themselves say it. Like, if I say, like, I'm just being brutally honest, that's kind of like an excuse. I'm okay with someone else saying, like, I appreciate that you're brutally honest, but, like, I'll never label myself. What I would label myself, is I would say I'm fair. I'm fair to anyone that comes in. If they say some stupid shit, then I give them a fair response. As in, they said some stupid shit, I call it out. And I match that energy. If they're coming in and they're respectful, maybe they're just a little bit ignorant and they're just asking a clarifying question, I'll be fair to that and be like, oh, okay, I see, you know, that you probably don't understand this. Let me try to explain. Hopefully not in a patronizing way. Some people take it that way. I try my very best to not be like, you're an idiot, right? Unless you're an actual idiot, then I'll hit you with that. But like if they genuinely mean well, I'll be like, okay, it's totally fine. Let me just try to explain this to you. And then they might ask more shit and it's like, okay. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm a fair person, or at least I try to be. So, a lot of people have an issue with this because they think, like, this is my problem. I have to, one, not only try to match whichever person I'm talking to, match their energy, but not only that, I have to at least be perceived to be doing that. So this is such a fucking annoying thing. In a lot of cases, I can justify what I'm saying. In fact, I almost never open my mouth unless I can actually defend what the fuck I'm saying, right? And if I can't, then I'm easily just sitting there going, all right, my bad. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that more. And you'll hear me say, like, I don't know on a lot of things, right? I should go to my backline. Yeah, I should help these guys first before diving. All right, now I can dive. So here's what I mean. Like, if someone is too slow on the uptake, I can't respond to the other chatter. I have to explain why I'm responding to the chatter before I even do it. So if someone says something really dumb, and I have to demonstrate that, like, yo, that was a dumb thing, like, that takes an extra little bit of energy instead of just, like, responding to them. That's always been my problem, where it's like, someone will say something rude. I'll give you an example, okay? They'll be like, but you can't push your fucking camera and use your abilities at the same time. So why would you do this? And then I respond with, you're a fucking idiot. Think about the problems involving edge panning and how they relate to this exact thing. Wouldn't we fall into the same, wouldn't we have the same issues? Like someone would go like, oh, you're so rude, Nidhogg. Why'd you say it like that? But when I think about it, I'm like, wait, first of all, this guy worded it like a piece of shit, right? Like, he was clearly trying to do, like, a gotcha, you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck it, I'm not even going to be patient with that shit. Why would I want to be patient about these things? Well, the answer is because it would be mature, right? It'd be more mature of me to do so. I agree with you. But the problem is, when you think about it from a streamer's perspective, I'm, like, one against hundreds, and, like, if I had to, like, perfectly be polite to a lot of people who are clearly not trying to be polite to me, I'd rather not just, like, be polite to them and then they come back with additional stupid shit. I'd rather just, like, immediately hammer and be like, you're a fucking idiot, here's why you're wrong. Boom, done, right? And then they nitpick me. But the other thing is, like, they don't realize, like, they're always so charitable to other people without realizing that, like, yo, when you're doing that, you're basically saying that streamers are held to a higher standard, even when they fucking shouldn't. In a lot of cases, they shouldn't. Like, you're gonna say, oh, you're a role model, you have a platform for others. It's like, if anything, this is a good thing to demonstrate to others. Stand up for yourself. Be assertive. Don't let someone just walk on you and try to do some stupid fucking bad faith gotcha. Right? If anything, it's like, yeah, I am being a good role model. When I'm fair to this person and I'm respectful to other people that deserve it, like, I'm demonstrating to you how you shouldn't let people just, like, word things in a stupid way and get away with it. In fact, if anyone takes my exact attitude and does it to others and they receive, like, some stupid comment and they go like, yo, that's fucking stupid to say, like, why don't we just argue the point instead of going, oh, I can see your point, here, how about this? And then the bad faith actor goes, well, that's fucking stupid. Like, no, instead you should be hammering down on, like, the idiots, right? Call them out as such. Maybe I go too far, for sure, you can nitpick that, but, like, back to the original thing I'm trying to talk about. It's like, fuck, like I have to demonstrate to the audience how like what I'm saying is warranted because of the initial reaction. But for some reason everyone thinks like, oh, but like viewers get to get away with saying whatever they want because of by virtue of them being a viewer. It's like, no, dude, imagine we were in real life and having a conversation. You wouldn't say the same things to my face as you would online, right? It's nothing to do with like physicality or like I'm strong. I'm fucking tiny, bro. Like, hello, anyone can beat me up. It's not about that. It's more like face to face using our voices. Like, no one really says this kind of weird shit where they go like, "This is fuck." Like, they would rather say it normally, right? Thank you, Dirtinella, for the sub. Candidness is a good word. Yes, there's so many different words, right? I use fair. Say I'm fair. Thanks, Life from YouTube. Said your Lee is clean as fuck. Thank you. Clean. When is it best to pick Lee Sin? I often find myself not knowing when to pick him. You can think of him as like early power. He's just really good in the early game to like fight motherfuckers, contest things, right? I mean, as a general guideline, there's so many different conditions, but we'll go with that. I changed my stream title from multi-seasonal challenger to multi-seasonal yapper. I think it would be evolved. Let's go. Talk very fast. It's impressive. Okay. Do you need me to repeat anything? Hello, Shotgun T. Thank you for the sub. Or from Twitch. Any tips on how to play with the camera lock off? Constructive criticism wanted. Try different camera settings. Maybe up your DPI if you need to move your camera, your mouse quickly. I guess. So many different things. Watch my video. Is growing Frozen Heart on a manaless champion bad? It's not necessarily bad. It's just that there are probably better options. Your team's full of skilling champs. You pick Lee. Yeah, I mean you could say this as into like as in like you could stall for your scaling champions. You can have a little bit of extra early power so that in 2v2s you're not just like immediately losing. Right? You could argue that that would be okay. You could say if they have like immobiles or like squishy jungle champions, like for example, I picked Lee Sin because they picked Evelyn and they picked a couple squishy champions. Lee Sin at level 6 will kill anyone. Will actually kill anyone. That's squishy. But if you're playing against like Shinzao or maybe like a Jarvan that's a little bit tankier, they're teching to like Titanic Hydra, like Viego, Rek'Sai, any of these like bruiser item champions, when they get that additional 200, 300 HP, you can't kill them as easily. So when I pick Lee Sin, it's because not strictly because, but like one of the reasons would be because at level 6 I know that if I have like a single call field and they don't have like an extra 200 HP, 300 HP, I'm going to immediately delete them. What's up, Batman and Brampton? What's your camera movement speed? 50. It always confuses me when I argue with someone about a play and they rebut by linking me their Instagram in the post-game lobby. Yeah. Let me repeat, I just like how I can't stop listening to you when you talk as your speed. It's funny, my girlfriend has this condition where she can't watch anything on 1x speed. She has to watch things on 1.25, 1.5. Yeah, some people like fast talking speed. What's the secret to good fried rice? Use day-old rice. Not as sticky. It needs to be like, well, not sticky. What's up, Kuma? iPad baby? I don't think she was an iPad baby. I think that's just like how her brain processes it. That's fucking rude. I get that it saves time. I mean, it does save time. It does. It's just like I personally, I like just kind of sitting there listening. To me, my time, like even though it's me, like my time is not so important that I have to like skip through things. Unless I'm watching like a show and I'm really bored. That's actually the one thing I do. If I'm actively watching something, I'll fucking skip through. I don't like it. I don't care too much about like establishing shots or anything. It's straight to it. I mean, it's useful, but sometimes it can be expedient, even if it's like something that's not that important, right? Like I'm not gonna skip out on listening to something fully all the time because I might need to listen to it, even if it's like not the most important. Watch any fun shows recently? Bloodhounds. brand.
Ready to set the world on fire.
I watch React videos on 2x to become dumber faster. Yes. I put informational / educational videos in 2x to save time, which is funny because, like, what's the likelihood that you're going to absorb the information properly? Whenever I watch something that I'm learning off of, I oftentimes end up, like, watching, like, once or twice or, like, repeat sections over and over just to make sure, like, how intelligent are you or how stupid is the topic such that you can just watch it on 2x speed. There's no fucking way. There's no way you're actually absorbing that shit. It has to be, like, very simple shit. It has to be very, very simple. Like, there's no way, like, if I'm doing studying for, like, anything important now, like, whether it's, like, stats or anything for my game design, like, network effects, just, like, these random things, like, these concepts, I cannot sit there. Like, it's either, like, I'm stupid, the content's too hard, or both, right? And so, like, adding 2x speed on that, but there's just no way I'm retaining that shit. At certain times I have to replay portions, but most of the time it's easy. Like, what are you learning, though, right? I watched the whole 2-hour podcast. Nemesis tried the gotcha when he asked you if you got WSD from a certain game, but you responded with no. What actually made you switch was in the first play? Some random guy suggested it. You've never 1.5x PowerPoint lectures? I didn't go to university after, like, I did, like, 1.5 years of university and I dropped out. I dropped out to work full time. But even in university, when I listened to lectures, I sat there and I just kind of, well, I slept, but when I was awake, I'd listen. I didn't have, like, a replay. Oh, you guys are going to school at a time where people are probably doing shit like online. Like, I was going when, like, you went in class. So I'm not familiar with, like, I mean, I'm sure they did online, but, like, I'm not familiar with watching a lecture. Sleep studying tech? No, I was just a fucking bad student. Play Z game? Oh, maybe. I remember you said that you don't read much. What do you like to watch / listen to? I listen to news. Bunch of different people that might give the news. Bunch of different perspectives. As insufferable as they are, some of the conservative media I try to listen to. Just to hear what the shit they're saying. It's like, God, you're so fucking stupid. Is engrossing could be one? Or I guess engrossing. Wait, what? Like, for example, I watched your WASD video in 2x. I feel like I already spoke pretty quickly in my like, well, I cut out, like, breathing so that when I talk, like, it's a little bit faster. Specifically so people don't watch my shit on 2x because it ruins the retention rate. Ah, that's fucking annoying. Okay, whatever. Oh, you don't want to leash me? I'm cooked. Oh, I might be a tiny bit early. Oh no, we're good. No one noticed the buff? I mean, I noticed. I played Zyra game earlier today. I'm rotating junglers after every game. Time all my abilities together. What? Wait, he didn't actually know? He just kind of did that? Let me sit up real quick. Thank you. I thought he was setting me up. I'm pinging the kindreds here. Damn, you ever start with 2k gold? I hope I don't get 30 CS. So he did 1 grub? Lol. Just speed up your videos to 4x speed so people have to put it at 0.25? Yeah. Bro, it fucking... Dude, wait. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I need to do for the algorithm. Because too many fucking 2000s kids just speeding my shit up. I need to fucking, like... I need to actually talk so fucking fast that if... Oh, no, even better. I need to put, like, a high-pitched frequency that can only... Like, that gets, like, amplified or something at 2x speed, so that when they put on 2x speed, it goes like that and fucks with them, so that I can prevent them from doing that. I need to actually combat these fucking kids, man. It's time. It's time for me to fight back. Oh wait, I don't know why I scanned. Hey, Kazu. So wait, when it's no, okay, so lower retention rate means that the video won't get pushed as much. Because, like, for example, if your video is just so shit that people click off within, like, literally seconds of getting on it, and, like, YouTube realizes, oh, like, people are clicking off immediately, they might not push it as much. There's so many different reasons as to why they might not push something, right? Like, controversial content might not get pushed as much, which is funny because you think the opposite, but, you have to, like, rate your own shit, and if you flag your own thing as, like, yeah, I'm talking about hateful content, they might, like, demonetize you, and I'm pretty sure they would push it less. There have been some, like, big YouTubers that, like, the YouTubers that do, like, one big video every month, they suffer a lot from this kind of shit, where, like, if you kind of just get roasted by, like, the system, what can you do? Right? This is to the best of my knowledge. This is not, like, fact, but this is, like, listening to other YouTubers, like, and, like, their arguments and them demonstrating it, showing the metrics and stuff. I don't think many people are watching in 2x. Probably not 2x, but like even 1.25. I speak really quickly in my videos. I swear I do. I specifically try to record them very, very quickly. Like, there's a difference between, like, talking like I normally would, right? Like, this is probably, like, a regular speed for me. But then when I want to do videos, I probably go like this. Like, yo, here's some information. I'm going to put it really simply, and then let's skip right on. Like, there's no way you want to go, like, blah, 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 like that. Like, there's no way. Like, you're cooked if you do. Your brain is actually fried if you do. I feel bad for anyone that needs, like, fucking 2x speed. Like, damn, that's fucking... It's probably just like 1.25, right? Oh, they're cooked. They're cooked. Instead of putting all videos at least 1.25, everyone talks slowly. Yeah, I mean, I can see 1.25. Oh, fuck. I was reading my chat. There must be a ward here? How do they know? How did they know? Oh, there's... Yeah, TikToks and shorts, dude, even like 6 seconds. I feel like lead content, for lead content you're pretty fast, but for educational content in general, not so much. Because listen, if I'm trying to cater to like the fastest like listeners, like what if someone's first language is like Chinese or something, and they need me to like they need to hear me like enunciate things or whatever, right? Like I'm trying to like cater to both sides because okay, a majority of my audience probably speaks English as a first language. It's U.S., Canada, Germany, UK, and then it goes into like all the other countries that don't have like English as first language, right? I have to check the metrics, but typically the US and Canada account for like 50% of my demographic. But then fuck the other 50%, right? Like if they're not English speaking or like English first language, like I have to accommodate both sides. So it really sucks because I feel like it's easier to like sit there and be like, hey, I can deal with slower and just kind of endure it, then like I have to like slow down the video and then it pitches it down or whatever, right? Like you know how like when it's faster I go like higher pitch, right? Like that kind of shit. Damn, I queued the little one. I did it again. My first is Arabic, so speaking slowly. Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. This is a perspective a lot of people won't have. Most people, when they talk to me, they think from the perspective of like, oh, like this is how I feel. It's like, fuck how you feel. Like I want to think about like how everyone in general feels. And yeah, there's no I learned this from my job. Okay, this is what one of my good friends and my boss told me. You know, you have to determine whether something is a dilemma or a problem. Problem kind of implies that there's a solution, right? Or I guess it directly implies. But a dilemma is more like you have to make a choice. So this is the dilemma. Do I cater towards people who, for some reason, cannot listen to things that are slower? Or do I cater to people who probably not understand shit if I speak quick, right? Like, oh, am I saying that? You guys probably understand what I mean, right? Like the dichotomy. It's like, obviously, we want to be catering towards the people who need a little bit of extra help. Because it's not as if you can't just, like, watch it on one-time speed. I would argue that most people, if you had to, like, if I had to take a guess, they can definitely watch on faster speed, but most people probably don't want to watch on a slower speed, right? Because of, like, it really distorts my fucking voice in, like, an unsettling way. And, like, it might not even help you to hear me go, like, yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, so in this scenario, you know what I mean? Like, that's just so fucking weird. Like, I'm sure they can deal with, so in this scenario, you know, like, I feel like that's easier. I could do a poll. Actually, that would be an interesting poll. If anything, I'd ask people, if you're going to watch it in 2x speed, and you've basically shit on my product, but you consumed it and you got benefit out of it, can you just put that on 0.25 speed later? When you're sleeping or something? So that I can get the extra retention rate? I'll probably say something like that. I'd rather not force a lot of my viewers to have to slow me down. That's an unreasonable ask. You sure? Can't just mute the tab and put my video in the back. Grand Jungle looks cracked. Any good counter picks from YouTube? What's up, Jesse? Any counter picks? Yeah. Any champion that invades, really. Only solution is to really up the production quality with graphics, but that wouldn't be worth it for your end. I feel like my production quality is pretty fucking solid relative to the average. Why put in extra effort when at a certain point, it's kind of like... It's asymptotic, okay? If I put in like 5 points of effort and I get 5 points in return, that doesn't continue the whole way. It's more like I'll put in 5, get 5, put in 5, get 5, and then eventually it gets to a point where like it's good enough. So if you put in 5, you might get 3 back. Do you know what I'm saying? So like it goes like this, right? Or I guess from your perspective, like this. It never really approaches that like 100. It just kind of caps out. Like most people's rank grind, actually. Funny. Diminishing returns is, I think, a bit of a different thing. To the best of my knowledge. But, like, the general idea of, like, you get less over time, yes. Asymptotic is, like, literally you won't get to a certain point. You can approach it, but, like, there's just... In terms of, like, sorry, not, like, literally in terms of quality. I mean, like, in terms of what you're gonna get out of it. As in, it's such marginal gains. You're gonna get, like, the snobby fucks that'll be like, I appreciate that very tiny 3-frame edit. It's like, who's gonna notice that shit? I feel like I do enough. Anything I'm talking about, I put on screen, right? I try to speed past certain things. I have relevant graphics. I don't think I have jarring cuts. I opacity in, opacity out. Very easy for the eyes. No, like, quick, like, zoom motion. You know, like, the vroom sound that people make when they swap between screens? Basically, you just put 2 on the same layer, right? And then you have one swipe and one swipe in the other way. That one is slightly jarring, or can be, depends on the speed. They fixed that? Oh, okay. Oh, in which case, 2x retention. Probably. Wait, no. Hold on. That doesn't make sense. It must be both or neither. You can't have, like, 2 times speed. Here's what I'm saying. If you're saying that putting it on 0.25 speed means that you don't actually get the 4x video time or watch time, because, like, let's say a 10-minute video becomes a 40-minute video. Just for example, right? 40-minute video. It doesn't... If you're saying it doesn't register it as you watch this video for 40 minutes, then what you're saying is if you put it on 2 times speed, that would not register as you watching it for only 5 minutes. It would actually register you for the full 10 minutes, which isn't the case. I don't think that's the case, because if that were the case, that's insane. Then everyone should watch on 2x. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does anyone fucking... They're talking about something else right now. Yeah, look at my YouTube chat. They're talking. Do you feel like the Q is not worth maxing for the CDR versus AoE damage? Yeah, I like the E. The AoE damage. Okay, in which case the 2x retention doesn't fuck with... sorry, the 2x speed doesn't fuck with retention. Then ignore all the things I said. Let's do that. That's testable? I mean, yeah, I guess you'd get, like, one guy. Like, watch your thing. I'll probably throw my ulti at Tibbers the next time she tries to, like, call it back. might as well dump everything. My bad, my bad. Fuck, I had my cursor behind me. Oh, I had my cursor behind. Whoa, he flashed? He got out of that stun so fast, he was able to flash the actual, or sorry, he got out of the knockup so fast, he flashed the actual stun portion. I think that's the right psych. Guess why. Your voice is calming. I'm reading the Roman Empire Wikipedia page video to go to sleep would be appreciated. ASMR. You only wear white shirts on stream, which is true. Now, is it true that you wear your challenge jacket when you go out? Yes. I like that jacket a lot. It's big and it's got really nice pockets. And it's comfy. I've gotten really used to it. It used to be that I liked wearing it because I liked flexing it. But after years and years of wearing it, I just kind of like it, so. I got him. He's dead. Yeah, I have like a ton of random like clothes, Changa clothes. I have like a couple of master shirts, a couple of challenger shirts, challenger hoodie, 2 challenger hoodies, general eggnog one, and I think I have a kingdom. They're actually pretty okay. Kill him with Dark Harvest. Oh, I have 2 backpacks, yeah. My dad takes my, he took one of my challenger backpacks to use. I used the other one. The 2017 one is like gray, and I like that better, and my dad took that one, so whatever. I use the blue one now. Damn. We stood on top of him. YouTube reported as 50% audience retention watch time. Oh, okay, there you go. Alright, give me the 0.25. Twitch? Dude, that's the easiest shit ever, bro. I could play Twitch. Anyone can fucking... Dude, everyone looks good when they play Twitch, but not actually good. Garbage fucking fake skill champion. You lose this? Let's see, Rover playing Caitlyn. I'd rather watch that than Twitch. It's more impressive to me. I thought it was just a pick. Oh, I can murder them all here. That's not good. Sure. Oh, my name right, thank you. What elos is? It's like Diamond 2. Are you sarcastically flaming Twitch or no? Oh, I'm not saying that this guy's bad in particular. I'm just saying that Twitch is a champion. I don't think it's impressive. No, he played well in general. Like, yeah, he was kiting, but I'm just saying that like anyone can do that shit. It's a lot easier than you would think. Before anyone goes like space gliding, it's like, bro. Just like clicking on someone and clicking forward, that's way easier than clicking backwards. If someone kited this backwards, then I'd be like, damn, well played. Right, because like you're clicking somewhere close to where your mouse already is. It's easy as fuck. Or even like using attack move click, like that's easy as fuck. Hardest thing is to like move one direction and then like shoot in the other. And like do that accurately. That would be impressive. 800 range, you can't get touched, no threat to you. Easy. And he's gonna flash on us, I think. Oh, I have no mana. I need to be in the jungle. Did you hear about Jackie Love getting banned by the anti... Oh, the, because he was just clicking a certain way? Yeah. Yeah, it did bounce to the Kindred, that's weird. Right? Maybe the Kindred wasn't close enough. I mean, it must have been. Oh my god. There's a 1300, it went down to 123 or something like that. It's so bad. Attack move, bound to left click. Yeah, I mean, whatever's easy. I'm just saying that, like, these kind of things are not as impressive once you know what they're doing. Like, no one's impressed by 2.5 attack speed kiting. Maybe back then, people used to be like, oh my god, like, I am Gosu is so sick at that. But not now. Aw, damn. The Kasante didn't come forward. I was gonna try to ulti him there. He's gonna pop up where? Below me, behind me, where? Oh, in front? Okay, in front. GG. Please play Ed. It'll depend on the game. People get really panty twisted over orb walking because orb walking is not actually like in League of Legends. What people describe as orb walking is not actually orb walking. But anyone that's like autistic enough, like literally autistic, not using it in like derogatory way, as in like you are only focusing on like the meaning of the word or whatever, like the meaning of the term, instead of thinking about like the context. Anyone doing that shit, God, it's so annoying to deal with it. Like, oh, technically it's not orb walking because orb walking is when you have to use orb effects, blah blah, to not take aggro. It's just like, bro, shut up, man. No one cares. No one fucking cares, bro. So I try not to say orb walking too much because I always end up inviting the Dota players or the fucking absolute virgins to go, actually, there's. Hey, Kim. Are these bindings a temporary experiment or something you don't want to abandon? Wow, that is like the longest temporary experiment if it were to be. I've been experimenting for 11 years now. No, that's the problem. I'm not sure how to say your name, the Arabic letters. People literally are. There are so many autistic people in like the gaming scene that hyper focus on these details that I realize like, oh, it's like actually it's not just them being nerds. It's like actually like a mental thing. Like they're wired that way to only focus on that. Ahmed? Okay. Welcome, Ahmed. Easier if I use a name, you know, I couldn't read it, sorry. Jungle? Nah. Oh, this is probably the most popular example. Actually, that's a really good example, yeah. He explained it in the sense that like he was just very frustrated when he's misunderstood or like when something's wrong. Not necessarily that he hates people. But other people are not like good at counterbalancing. Like some people are not even self-aware that they'll come off that way. Basically saying you get annoyed by autistic people. More like I get annoyed by certain actions, but I understand where it comes from. That's why I qualified it by saying like, yeah, people do the autistic thing. Like if they're literally autistic, then okay. But if they're just being a fucking nerd, then no. Right? Bring your Niddly top back. Good. I'm down to play a Niddly game here. Why did you explicitly say that you used the WASD binding just recently? Because I've been getting attention from my WASD video, the guide that I made, and playing into it. Just like right now, you're commenting on it. Like playing into it allows for more engagement. I'm not sure. I don't understand. Do you guys not think that like streaming is a job? Do you not see this? Like I put challenger, I put like educational, I put like ingenious hunter, I put like all the buzzwords. Like I think people, despite constantly living online, don't understand the practices that happen unless they get pointed out like right now. Are you abusing ingenious hunter? Well, I mean, if you look at some of my games here, I was using ingenious. Here I had like the Ludens, Bloom, and recent I had the Sunder, the Maw. I was gonna use the QSS, which is funny because I was gonna go. I went with Randuin's instead, or was going with Randuin's, which would also benefit from it. In Eclipse. A couple of these builds are making use of them. Right. This one I use Ultimate Hunter in tandem with Malignance as like a free TP. Something. Oh my god, I've been Oh, I've been owning. Guys, wow, look at my history. What do you think about Evelyn top and good elo? Ooh, Evelyn top? No good. Oh. Rook jungle? No. Usually lurking, like a fun crazy win streak, keep it up. Thanks. Yeah, on my main, I've been getting good games. You can see here. Fuck these taglines. I've been doing nothing but winning pretty much. Just one loss every now and then, but like, oh, this is so funny. Someone left the game. The grades left the game, so we got loss mitigated. This didn't count. But like I was like win, couple of wins here. One loss where I had Shogo, Free Palestine, but fuck that. Shogo's got too much of an ego when he sounds like that, bro. I followed you since you played the sword game in VR. Beat Saber? Yeah. I played some Beat Saber yesterday. I like the bow on your headset. It's a sapling. Gonna be in the best mood, lol. I'm ready get happy getting 4 wins in a row. Yeah, I'm happy, I guess. It's nice to win. It felt like I actually had teammates in the games I was playing. They allowed me to like do work. I've been playing a lot of Xerath, dude. I've been just like after making my WSD video, I'm like, so funny. I realized this, like, holy shit, yeah, actually, I do have way better camera control than most people. Why don't we just play artillery mages? And I realized, like, when I play artillery mages, I'm hitting people from off screen, and they're probably playing lock screen. They're not watching me like the way I am watching them. So I was like, fuck yeah, bro, I should be playing Xerath all the time. And so I started playing Xerath, and I just started owning people. The amount of people who, like, even in Challenger, like, they just have shit camera control. I'm like, damn, he's not even looking at me. Nice. Look forward for you talking random life related things in between games or in game. Yeah, yeah. I'm ending after this one. We're gonna get some food and chill. We see some Beat Saber to end the stream later. I don't think I can. Yeah, happens. Oh, I only got 80 in Italy, but I don't think it's a good game for 80 in Italy. Probably just do it anyway. Did unban me from Twitch? It's been 3 years. I'm not your friend. Also, what's your Twitch username? Don't treat me like I'm your friend. Treat me as if we're strangers, and you should lead with respect instead of making requests like this first. I don't know why people talk to me like that. I don't know you. Shouldn't just say. Hey, thanks, Brian. Welcome. Like my 5th member on YouTube. Parasocial relationships go, bro. Yeah. You have neck pain from looking at chat all the time? No, I turn my body a little bit with my chair. Sometimes I'll have to like look like this. Yeah, I'd imagine that probably hurt my neck eventually, but I'm okay. Oh, members. I'm actually gonna use YouTube members and Twitch sub thingies for something in the future. So anyone that's sub to me, you're in luck. Get value. Did I go lethal tempo? I want to go lethal. Okay. I'm gonna take a piss. He didn't even link his thing. Fucking. The load screen? Yeah, it's fast as hell. You misspelled rhythm. What's your long-term goals for League? Get out of League. When you're playing mid lane and you do that spear, you should definitely be a little bit more careful. If you try to time your spear perfectly, I mean, it's nice if you get it, but if you miss that, your clear is doomed. Fucking miss my trap. I'm gonna play Nidalee in a second. Oh, I missed my spear. Wow. Really messed up my clear here. Oops. Ball. Love that. I love that. Gotta make sure you're pathing from your wolves to your nocturne and then go into blue. Good enough, you can treat champions like camps. I should have done the Gromp maybe. I would clear the... keep it natural clear. They killed it. Oh, they killed both. Oh, I missed an auto attack reset. Whatever, I'll just back quickly. Screw the Gromp. Yes. Oh, oops, I should have bought this. Oh, no! I made a mistake. You want the AP part first. But you also want haste. Wait, yo, whoa, yo. Oh, that was not necessary. Ooh, that would have been a delicious prediction. Yo, if I got that, that would have been so fucking good. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Nocturne will path bot side, you don't have to be here. Yes. There's no way the Nocturne comes up, and even if he does, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. Like, he doesn't have his Irelia here right away. He must be doing his camps. Yeah, we just saw him. Always save your swipe to kill all these little things. And you can use jump as well. No! tanked it. Let me just get one. Thought he would flash on me. I'm okay with doing that for safety. Yo, 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 yo! Stop, stop hitting it, stop hitting. I don't know if he understood. This fucking guy. No, it's okay, it's okay. That's my bad. Okay. He's going here. I probably could have just leapt to a minion like this. Yo, just release it. The Greg. Oh my god. This is what I'm saying. Lock screen players, man. Fucking look at the map. Look at the map. Pan your camera. See how close they are. If only he did that, he would know to detonate early. Yo. Yo! Pay the fuck attention, man. Dude, I waste so much time. I waste so much time doing that. He should just dash through, dude. Fuck. So sad. I hate that shit. I swear, the more I like pay attention to it, the more I notice like, oh my god, like people actually don't move their camera. You can just invade my jungle like this. Yeah, their team's better. It sucks. Their team is just better. He did watch me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess he watched me go. Okay, we just lose. Yeah, that's rough. Ah, God, just small details from people. I don't think I should play Nidalee because of how much it relies on others in the early game. Like my Renekton wins level 2, right? But then afterwards, Oh, good thing. Oh my god, there's a fucking minion. Ah, there's a fucking minion. Happens. Oh boy. This guy, Jesus. Pull you to play Zed? Don't talk to me like this, please. I'm not your fucking friend. You don't make champion select requests. I specifically say, do not do that. Fuck. I didn't let my swipe, otherwise I could flash on him. Not your fucking friends, guy. Bottom. No, it's not? I swear I saw something. It's just been Renata's E through fog. Oh, I missed that. No, the shutdown went to the wrong guy. But it's good that we got it to begin with. Nice, perfectly buffered that. Please, dear God, let me get this before I rally in. That was fucking awesome. Ooh, love that build path. Oh my god, that's so juicy, dude. You get so much attack speed. Well, actually, no. 15%, what the... You really enjoy it? I'm glad you enjoy it, Gucci Tacos. Good luck with the binds. They're cold, what the hell? I might art flash here. Oh, I have to run. Fuck! Fuck that stun. He W'd the entire combo, dude. No! Just wait. Bow passive unique? It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's good, that's good. Yes, yes, back, yes. Don't go through yet. No, 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 that's such an obvious one, dude. You wait for them. The moment they click it, you click it. Trying to do it ahead of time only works if, like, they have no other options. What's the advantages of this build? None. Just play AP. It's fun. If you count that. That's Ash. Oh, almost got the heal. Just need the heal. Need wit's end. MR. Glad you enjoyed Blue Fire. You think your bind slash WASD is viable for support players? Why would it not? Of course it would be. For any player. Camera control is used by any champion. Any role. Oh, that's so sick! That's so sick. Well played, Renata.
I'll take my death. I don't think I'll be able to get out anyway. If they just came to the dragon, it would have been fine. So we fucked around. So
I end up dying here without any assist.
wait, they're not going for the Baron. That's funny. Wait, wow, they didn't go for the Baron. They might be doing it now. I can steal this. Yo, go! Now, why would you do that? Oh, thank God, thank God. Classic Irelia ego. I don't care for vaccinating. Like there are other aspects of the game I'd rather put. You're using the wrong there. HE. Yeah, I mean, like you can focus on other things. You don't have to do my minds. It's funny how a lot of people will treat it like this, where they think that like the video is targeted at them. It's like they come to me almost as if to say like try to convince me to do it. And it's like the video was for my channel, not for any one person in particular. But they come at me with the but you have to convince me. It's like, no, I don't have to convince you. If you don't want to do it, you don't do it. That's a big one. I never quite understood that perspective. I mean, I get it. A lot of people only think about like, oh, something well. Ah, I'm dope here. At least that's ulti on me and not on the... Ooh, that's Ingenious. Oh, but the Bard killed... Wait, the Bard killed the Ezreal. Build his whack. Cool, thanks, Joe Fresh. Shut the fuck up. Alright, we're ending on L here. I don't have time for more. We did get, like, 4 really, really good games, though. Other than this. Nice, good. maybe we can get these other ones. Okay, Jackshaw. A little bit tanky. Your damage per auto? Yeah, the guy's got a Thornmail. No one said this build's good. I never said this build was good. This build's fun. And yet we still have these fucking losers that say this shit. But like, why? I don't know why any of you guys ever talk, dude. You just always so much. They're gonna end the game. Ah, we lost her. Is it actually based on something? We're just having fun? I don't know if you fucking heard me earlier. I literally was like, yeah, this build has no advantages over AP. It's just for fun. Like, they always want to fucking do this. It's the most annoying thing. Always assume that the other side thinks that this shit is good. No ulterior motive, no other like reason as to why they would do something. Always projecting that like must play something good, must play something meta. It's just like, I can never play Nidalee without this fucking comment. It's so annoying. I just want to play. Like, I'll show you, okay? Show these fucking guys. Now, see, anyone that thinks like, oh, it's unwarranted to get frustrated here, it's like, I want you to think about like the effort that it takes to just like throw away a fucking random comment like that, and the effort it takes to like demonstrate why it's an annoying thing, right? Obviously, it's gonna like look a lot more heavy-handed on my side, of course, no matter what, right? But like, I'll just demonstrate to you. If you look at my history here, 4 games in a row, I'm playing like pretty decent champions. I'm just stomping. I'm just fucking stomping these guys because I'm in Diamond. I'm just like, I'm gonna be better than these guys no matter what, right? I'm like, if I try even a little bit on a decent champion, chances are I'm probably gonna win. Let's say 55% of the time. That's pretty good. Those are pretty good odds. So it's like, yeah, you know what? I don't mind. Like, unfortunately, we had this shitty mid, this shitty support in the early game. He did a really good play later. I try to like help him out and like be nice to him. And like we just lost because they just had like a better team. They had better like 3-man topside, and their bar just always roamed. Like, I just lost. Like, whatever, right? Look at damage. Like, I even did more than these fucking heads. I just came in chill. No. Don't say chill, lol. Don't say chill, lol, when you say something, when you come in and go like, yo, this build is whack. Instead of saying, yo, this build is whack, why don't you like take a moment and think like, should I be saying this? Like, does it do anything? Does it like contribute anything? Right? Like, I know a lot of you guys, like, you probably don't care because you're nobodies, right? Like, you go on the internet, you say something, no one's gonna remember who the fuck you are. No one knows who the fuck you are. So you just kind of say stuff and then you don't really get consequences. I understand that, right? So what I'm trying to say here is like, turns out some people might actually care, so I'm gonna help you out here and just let you know, like, before you say these things, just think about like, yo, like, what am I really doing here? Am I contributing? Should I say this? And like, oftentimes the answer will be like, no, right? Like, you probably shouldn't say what you're saying. So that's just one thing I would encourage a lot of people to do, because it can be a little bit annoying for others to deal with you, right? Like, I would never want to be like the kind of person that goes out into someone's stream, someone else's comment section, and like annoy people. Like, why would I want to do that unless I'm a dick, right? And I try not to be. So it's like, I don't do that. I'm just saying. And like, you might think like, oh, well, I didn't mean to. I didn't, like, I'm sure you didn't mean to. I'm just saying like, you probably didn't put that into what you're saying and like how that would make other people. So, or watch out, there's something on your head. Yeah, it's the little sapling. Just ignore them. No, King Goosey. The thing is, like, when you ignore these people, like, they say their comments and they get away with it, no consequences whatsoever. That doesn't like encourage anyone to learn. So just like, for example, like you, King Goosey, when you say just ignore them, like, if I just ignored you and left that comment, you won't learn this lesson that I'm about to teach you. Which is when you try to invalidate someone like that, right? When I'm calling something out and telling people how I feel about certain things, like, yeah, I just don't want these comments, right? Like, you just don't say them to me. It's better if you don't do that, right? I appreciate that. Especially because like I already explained certain things ahead of time. When you tell me to just ignore those things instead of explaining them, you're implying that like that's the better action to take, right? Where it's like I'm trying to demonstrate to you how like if I just like talk to people as if they're people instead of just ignoring them or like banning them, right? It's just a way better system for people to like learn and engage. You get what I'm saying? You confuse offering your perspective with teaching me a lesson? No, I'm literally teaching you a lesson. I'm literally teaching this lesson of how you shouldn't fucking say these things, invalidating things. If you understand my perspective, then you shouldn't say just ignore them. Try to defend you saying that. you don't have a good reason. Because if you understood that and you said it regardless, then you're just choosing to ignore your understanding of the situation and just throw some stupid jab, some throwaway comment at me. No, I'm teaching you a fucking lesson. Don't get an ego about it. Like, anyone can teach anyone a lesson. It's different than just sharing my perspective. It's a perspective thing. It's not that big of a deal. You're right, it's not that big of a deal. Don't try to like pretend like I'm making that big of a deal out of something just because like you decide that it's not a big deal. It's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. I agree with you. It just takes a little bit of effort for me to explain to you, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Like, instead of like like, I don't know if there's any like one sentence explanation as to why you shouldn't invalidate people. Right? This whole thing makes you look like an ass to new viewers. No, I don't think it makes me look like an ass to anyone, really. Anyone, unless they're being uncharitable, right? Because like I'm explaining myself fully. I'm explaining to you and to others that like, yo, first, number one, I don't like when people like throw little jabs at me. So I'm explaining to them, hey, I appreciate if you just put a little bit more thought into what you said before you say it, right? And then two, for you, when you try to invalidate me by saying just ignore them instead of like doing this sort of thing, like I don't think it's an ass thing for me to do to tell you, bro, I don't appreciate that either. It's her tone, gives off, listen to me, you little bitch. Sure, that could just be my tone. I mean, if you're gonna nitpick my tone instead of talking about the argument, like you just said that it makes me look like an ass. It's like, okay, it makes me look an ass. And like tone is definitely a part of that, but like that's just because you're personally offended by the fact that I called you out on this. Okay, you don't have to like try to pretend or like go over my head by invoking like the viewers. Like I don't think anyone reasonable listens to me say this and goes, yeah, this guy's an ass. They probably just be like, oh yeah, he's a little bit agitated because people are agitating him, right? From YouTube chat, I don't think that makes you seem like ass. Someone's mocking it. It's your tone, bro. It's a snowflake. Yeah, I mean, this guy's being a snowflake for sure, right? But I'm just trying to explain, like, yo, this is what's going on. Just don't do that in the future. That's it. I don't care though. Just don't be low IQ. Yeah, I mean, I can agree. Yeah, you acknowledged it wasn't good and it was just for fun. He just said essentially the same thing in a lighthearted, jokey way. Yeah, but like, for what purpose, right? It's like, how is it lighthearted? How is it jokey when it just goes like, yo, this build's whack? Like, I don't know this person. If you don't have an established relationship with me, I would argue that you should probably just lead with some respect, right? I mean, you could take your chance on jokes. Like, I know this person now. I again, like I said, I don't think his intention was to like annoy me, right? That's why I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, right? I just be like, yo, in the future, just don't do that. That's it. Gotcha. I should have put everything together then. Yo, this build is whack. Is it based on something, or you're just having fun? Yeah, that's actually that's a really good way of putting it, Joe Fresh. Like, I'd even appreciate that more. See, look, King Uzi, you fucking idiot. This guy learned. Joe Fresh is doing a good job of recognizing. Oh yeah, I could probably do that in a different way. Not just the tone of voice, but the tone of your whole point. But I digress. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I mean, like, you're gonna say it's not that big of a deal to try to invalidate this whole process, but in the same breath, you're also talking about how like, oh, you personally care about it. Like, oh, it's you. You're making some sort of like personal judgment about my tone. It's like, of course, I'm gonna lead with this tone when you say something like just ignore them, which is entirely loaded, right? Like think about it. If I speak to anyone at any point, are you just going to say just ignore them? Like, if I speak in any sort of way that you don't like, you just go just ignore them. I'm supposed to listen to you, and you're going to say no, you're not supposed to listen to me. I'm just suggesting. That's what the viewers always do. They always go, they realize that they can't argue that point, that they don't have any power over me, so they go, I'm just suggesting. So my point would be, when you make suggestions, I want you to think about what you're actually saying, and I want you to think about what the other side's doing and why. Is it deliberate, or is it like an impulsive sort of thing? I make a very deliberate choice. So I'm telling you now, I'm making a very deliberate choice whenever I talk to people like this, so that when they come back to my channel in the future, they might understand me better, so that we don't run into any of these sort of issues. Right? So for example, Joe Fresh literally demonstrated, he's like, okay, I got you, right? And then he literally said, I'll read it to you verbatim. He said, I should have put everything together then. Yo, this build is whack. Is it based on something, or you're just having fun? In quotes, right? He's acknowledging that he could have said it in a different way. He just learned that, right? So I want you to recognize when you say these things, you don't actually understand the process. So don't tell me you understand these things if you're going to say something like just ignore them. Your suggestion still stands? Well, that's because you just have an ego about it. You're just doubling down. Like, you don't want to sit there and say like, oh, I'll take that back. My bad. I recognize the process. I probably shouldn't have said that given all the context that you just explained. You're going to just double down and say, my suggestion still stands. Like, why should I just showed you why it's not actually good to take your suggestion of just ignoring them. I just showed you, dude. Like, no, that's not invalidating at all. I'm literally demonstrating to you how you're wrong, and you are not giving any sort of explanation as to what you're doing. You're just doubling down. I can't just disagree after having you go, no, exactly. That's exactly what's going on. It's not that you disagree. You don't have any actual points that you're like giving to me that shows me why I'm wrong about this, about why you shouldn't have said what you just said given this context, right? You literally just have an ego about this. Just queue up. No, I'm trying to end here, but like this kind of stuff is really important to me, so I want to say this before I head off and like eat. I'm okay with ending on an L. Like I got so much LP today. Isn't your personal waiter at a Nidhogg isn't your personal waiter at a restaurant there to take your chin and still smile? Yeah, like some people value their opinions so much by virtue of it being theirs. This is what I'm saying. Like an idea pops into someone's head and they just automatically assume it's a good idea or a good thing to say because it's in their head. And it's like, dude, that's exactly what's going on here. So rose tone is just passion lol. If I didn't like it, I would leave. Yeah, I feel like for the most part, when I perk up my voice like this, it's just because like I'm passionate about these kind of topics and like I love explaining these sort of things. Going at the end, yeah, that's unfortunate. I'll publish the VOD though. Oh, I don't take every comment to heart. Just remember they are watching you instead of doing something at the time. No, I mean Neo, you're doing the same thing, right? Like you're doing the same exact thing. Like you didn't like the talk, so you said just queue up. I just explained to you, yeah, I'm at the end, and then you said, oh, I don't take every comment to heart. Like I don't know why. I don't know what you think you mean when you say don't take every comment to heart. I'm not taking this to heart. I don't know how this is me taking this to heart. This is the most like superficial baseline level of like social skills sort of thing. This is not me like taking it to heart. It's literally just like here's something that people lack. I don't mind just explaining it really quick, right? That's it. Not much else for me to say if you view it like that. Yeah, I mean you don't have any defense, right? Like you literally just you don't like the fact that I talk back to you. You made the assumption that streamers should just listen to the viewers unequivocally because the moment I give you any sort of pushback, you just led with some stupid shit, right? I'm inferring your attitude based on this because millions and millions of people do this. Like at least 100 people in my life over the course of 8-9 years of streaming have done this exact sort of thing. No, I mean, instead of saying I'm not willing to hear it, why don't you type it? I've been willing to hear you out so far. Like I don't get it. How have I demonstrated that I'm not willing to hear it? I've been telling you over and over, you don't have any arguments, right? That's not the same as like saying like, I don't want to hear your argument. Just haven't given any argument. Try to defend why, even though you understand the process and you could even acknowledge that it was a good thing because Joe Fresh and I have a different relationship now. Maybe next time he comes in, he knows, right? Like you just acknowledge that instead of saying, just ignore them, given that you understand that process. You could just be like, oh, I made a mistake saying that. I probably shouldn't say. How was Malignance on that go? I liked it. I brought his ultimate down to like 37, I think. Level 2. Pretty crazy with Ultimate Hunter. Trying to invalidate someone is most likely the reason why those people don't have a partner. Jeez, okay, well, I'm gonna say that. Can I ask thoughts on Nidalee nerfs, GA4 buffs? Sure, go ahead. You sacrifice damage? I mean, yeah, obviously. But I was just so far ahead, I wanted to try it with Ultimate Hunter, and I just ulti back. Like, I literally used all my ulti as a TP button. These are the runes. Every time you tell someone to just do this and that, you're saying something stupid. Yeah, most people that say like just to do this, they're making that suggestion because they want you to see it and they don't necessarily have a good argument as to why. Instead of admitting that they're simply just an entitled viewer and they just want you to do what they want you to do, they try to argue this other point about like, oh, actually this would be good for you. And even when I demonstrate like, actually, no, that wouldn't be good for me because I would appreciate if viewers understood me better. So I don't mind explaining. They go, no, that's wrong. Like, So I want you guys to understand the process here. Like, you might as well just come out with it, say it with your chest, say, I don't like this viewing experience, I'm gonna leave. Like, just, some people try to, like, do that thing. They try to guilt me. It's like, oh, if you don't like it, that's fine, you can go. Do you think the Nidalee nerfs are big? Personally, I think the heal buff should have been reverted a little bit by hitting the damage shields bad. Yeah, the movement speed is a big one. That's a fucking big one, actually. She got hit hard. My opinion is that J4 has not been too great lately. Do you think the 2-second buff on Q will bring him back? Yes, it'll bring him back to where he was, which is really important. Because Q is like super fucking important for doing the reflag thing. Going back to the thing. Also wanted to try those bindings, but I wasn't sure how hard was for you to get used to it. Well, you'd have to ask me when it's 13. Pretty easy. The way you responded to him seemed to me like you're overly triggered by his comment. If it triggers you that much, just don't. Oh, okay. So this is, I love this one because this is not an argument either. God, I love the fact that I've done this conversation millions of times. So much so that like it's just such an easy response. Okay, you personally interpreted me to be sensitive or overly triggered by something, probably because you're projecting yourself into this situation. When I respond to these sorts of things, it takes a lot more for me to get frustrated, like genuinely frustrated, than it does for maybe someone like you to get frustrated. You might hear me perk up with my voice and like speak like this and explain something like that. That's exactly why I tried to explain to you and to the audience that when someone says something, it takes like one sentence, but to actually like explain what might have been wrong about that or like how you feel, it takes more than one sentence, right? And so you're conflating me having to explain myself because I'm not the most articulate person as me getting overly triggered. I could have just said something like, yo, Joe, I don't appreciate that. But I took the time instead to explain to him exactly why I didn't like that and maybe like something he could do in the future, right? Considering context. So you're just projecting yourself when you say, it seems to me you're overly triggered by his comment. If it triggers you that much, don't respond. And even in a case like that, where it's like, if I were to get overly triggered by something, wouldn't it be good to respond to those sorts of things so long as I'm actually arguing the point and not just arguing with emotion? I wasn't calling Joe like a fucking piece of shit, or I wasn't saying anything emotional. I was just saying like, yo, this is how I feel. I really don't like that, right? It wasn't like overly emotional. It's just like literally an emotional argument, I guess, of like, I don't like that. I don't like how that makes me feel, right? But not like, I hate you, you're shit, like that kind of stuff, okay? People typically don't use an aggravated spelled different, unless they are upset. If you weren't upset and that's how you think you can most effectively communicate, I can see my point. Sure, I love that even then you tried that little point. It's like, dude, I don't think I have an aggravated tone with this. I feel like this is a pretty normal thing when I'm explaining, right? And even if it were to be an aggravated tone, why not focus on the content of my speech instead of just trying to nitpick tone? You did that earlier where you said like, oh, you think like you're better than others. It's like, dude, it's nothing to do about me. It's well, I mean, it has something to do about me in terms of how I feel, not necessarily how I am relative to you, whether I'm a better person or not, right? So again, you're making all these kind of assumptions. You projected all these sort of things. Typically, like you said, right? This is how you feel. People typically don't use an aggravated tone unless they're upset. That might be true for you, but like for me, it's like I'm not necessarily aggravated at someone. Right? It could be like a slight annoyance, but like aggravated is a pretty heavy word there, right? Like if we're gonna argue semantics, I would argue that like this, like an aggravated tone is like I'm really fucking angry, like this, you know. So Goosey just never had a proper conversation before. I honestly think that it's because Goozy has this entitlement that most viewers have, which they think that the streamers have to listen to the viewers, and any sort of like human emotion, even like a slight amount of frustration, any sort of tone that goes beyond just neutral is just automatically, you need to shut the fuck up, you need to ignore this, you need to not do this because you're ruining my viewer experience. That's what they're... literally where you said when fucking idiots in reference to him simply calling a build you admitted was for fun whack. Did I say that? In which case, I was probably talking about the general public and not necessarily him. If I directly say, Joe, you're being a fucking idiot, then that would be wrong. When I'm saying, like, when fucking idiots in general talk shit about this kind of build without thinking, like, yeah, obviously I'm referring to something that he did, but not necessarily just him alone. 100% more malicious than saying the word whack. Well, how is it that Joe Fresh was okay with this and recognizes where I'm coming from and didn't take personal offense to it, but you're taking personal offense on his behalf just to try to get a word in Cooper Coop, you fucking idiot? So you don't agree there was a clear aggression in your tone? I don't agree. I don't agree at all. When I throw it out to the crowd and say like, someone does something and I'd be like, yo, I really don't like when people do this sort of thing, right? Just to explain to the audience, because I'm not talking to that person anymore. I address them and then I talk about the general idea. I'm okay with that. I mean, my point, okay, why don't I just concede that then, Goozy? Even if there were aggression, even if there was aggression in the point, why not focus on the content of my speech and not necessarily just the tone? Okay, no, I agree with you then. Fine. This is the easiest way to win arguments against idiots that do this shit, okay? I agree with you. My tone was shit. I apologize. I probably could have worded it a better way. I could have been a lot more neutral, such that your sensitive skin doesn't go, ooh, oh no, he's aggressive. Your tone matters a lot? I agree, but I feel like the most convincing argument would be to have the original person have an issue with it. I'm not offended, I'm just clarifying that you definitely were doing more than just speaking in the passionate tone. Okay, great. Awesome, Coop. What did I just walk into? People trying to get points because they don't get attention elsewhere. I swear, no like normal person does this. No, like, I don't bother to go out of my way to argue with the people on the internet. If it's on my stream, I'm down to defend myself, but I don't go to someone else's stream. The tone tends to rise when you're trying to make a point clear to other persons because that's how you make yourself more focused into something. Sure, I'm not even gonna argue it because they don't have like, they're literally nitpicking tone. They don't have like an actual argument. It's literally just like, you're being this. So the easiest way to end this is just be like, okay, you're right then. That was my whole point. No, that wasn't your whole point. When you said just ignore them, that wasn't your point. If that was your point, you would have led with it. No, I don't accept that. You're literally just retroactively rewriting what you were fucking saying and why. would have typed in the first place had it not been for the tone. No, I read that actually. I literally read that. You said that was my whole point, the thing about the tone. No, you're only doing that because you realize that you have no arguments elsewhere. So you're trying to get like the tiny bit of a win by saying, actually, your tone was this. And I'm saying that's a nitpicking attitude, and that doesn't warrant saying something like just ignore them, bro. These are average league players talking. No, it's ego. It's straight ego. People just doubling down over and over. They have to. They cannot sit there and say like I bet these people, these two guys, won't take a step back and realize like, oh dude, what am I actually arguing for? Like why? Because they just don't like someone talking back to them. No real point. Bro, what? Okay. Oh, bento. Okay. Yeah, I'm busy running. I'll go up in a second. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. As someone who came in halfway through it, sounds like you're exasperated, like trying to explain something to someone who is not listening or will not understand. I can see how that could be aggressive. Well, that's after the fact. If you choose not to believe that was my point because you projected. No, it's not even that I choose not to believe that was your point. I'm saying that there is no point if that's like your intention. I don't think you're listening to me, King Guzi. Can you tell me exactly what I'm arguing? I'm gonna say it really, really. I'm gonna try to make it nice and like compact. Okay. I'm saying that you don't actually have a reason to tell me to just ignore because your reason for tone or nitpicking tone is not a good enough, a strong enough argument against what I'm actually doing. You don't have a reason to say just ignore because the point behind it is not strong enough. And I demonstrated to you why. Because it is a nitpicking attitude where because tone is subjective, because even the original person that I was talking to had no issues with it, clearly because they acknowledged afterwards that they could just do what I said instead of fighting me on it, it is simply you interpreting that way and nitpicking my tone. Please try to explain to me what I just explained to you so I know that I'm not just like talking to a wall. Guys, read his readme at the bottom. Eric is a professional self-defense lawyer. Basic. YouTube chat better than Twitch chat confirmed? True, dude. Are you gonna keep playing? Nah. I'm gonna end on like 12 on the dot so I can go call my girlfriend. Yeah. Just handling some people out of line? Yes. What's wrong with nitpicking when someone is 0.01% of the top at their craft? We're not talking about League of Legends. We're talking about speaking. And the reason why is because you could, if you actually have a real argument and not just like you should have catered your tone towards me, then I would accept it. But like my point is, these people are doing this to try to like double down and get like one over me, which is ultimately a waste of time. It's generally a good idea to avoid things that aggravate/trigger you. I perceived you as being triggered by his comment. Ignoring the comment would avoid aggravate. No, I would fucking disagree, and you literally agreed with me on this one, or you at least understood it. You said it's generally a good idea to avoid things that aggravate/trigger you. Now, a couple of problems with your premise. Multiple premises, okay? Number one, the fact that you think that it aggravated/triggered me. I told you again that like a lot of these things I respond to them, not necessarily because they trigger me or aggravate me. They might slightly annoy me, but like I said, it takes a lot more for me to actually get annoyed than it might do for you, right? I know a lot of you people will be like, oh, but if I think that you're annoyed, then you must be annoyed, or if I think that you're angry, you must be angry. It's like the same thing as going like, you mad, lol, and it's like, no, actually, I'm not mad. In a lot of cases, like, and I wouldn't even mind saying that I'm mad. If I'm actually mad at something, I'd be like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking mad. I probably should take a step back. I wouldn't even mind that, but like, this is such a minor thing, right? So yeah, I wasn't actually aggravated. Oh, great, that's awesome. I love that you said if you weren't actually aggravated, that's on me. That I understand now. Good. You understand that now, right? That's one premise that is completely wrong. The other one is to say it's generally a good idea to avoid things that aggravate/trigger you. There's a difference between life-threatening or like even be a little bit dangerous physically versus aggravating and triggering on a mental or emotional level. When you avoid certain things that stress you out, right? Whether it's confrontation or explaining your feelings, articulating, all basically the same shit, or like talking to people about things that might be difficult, especially when it comes to feelings. If you avoid those things and you say that it's a generally good thing to avoid those things, you might end up running into a very, very clear problem of not developing the ability to be assertive, explain yourself, a couple of different things. But we'll start with that. Not being assertive, not being able to articulate your feelings, and also not solving the issue between two people, the relationship between two people, whether it's yourself or maybe mediating for others. You agree? Okay, so then why the fuck did you say it? I don't understand. You're so quick to agree with me when I give you my actual argument, but then you say something like it's generally a good idea to avoid things, two premises that are wrong. Generally good to avoid that is aggravating, and that it was aggravating, right? It's just, I don't understand. You think this applies to responding to randoms in Twitch chat though? You don't? Okay, I'm glad that you don't, but it's not King Goozy's stream, it's King Nidog's stream. Therefore, when you try to invalidate my process, when I literally tell people, yo, I do these things deliberately, then you are in the wrong because I made this rule, right? I'm like, don't backseat how I do the stream, don't backseat in general. It's like, I literally tell you even then, even if you didn't read the rule, like, yo, you're being invalidating. Don't tell me to ignore these things. I prefer that I explain these things. I enjoy that process. It teaches people certain things. Just like how right at the start of this, I told you, I'm teaching you a lesson here, bro. Here's something that you can do. Right, here's something that you should do, in fact, because again, we'll go back to the point about like you saying generally a good thing to avoid these aggravating things. No, it's fucking not. You shouldn't say it's generally a good thing. What you should say instead is you should vet these cases on a case-by-case basis based on things like time, like expenditure of time, energy, and whether or not the other person's willing to listen. I'm not invalidating your point. Okay, I'm not invalidating your point. I'm demonstrating why your point is dumb. Okay, given all that you know now. You a game? No, sorry, buddy. I'm just doing this because I'm ending my stream. I could like leave it on full screen, but I feel like that's kind of vain. You gonna keep playing? No, sorry, Dave. Have a good night to all the people that are leaving. If anyone wants to stay with the conversation, that's totally fine. If that's real life, I would, but it's Twitch chat. I'm obviously not going to be as articulate in Twitch chat. Dude, that's such a fucking crazy excuse. That's actually such a crazy excuse. You're saying online, I'm allowed to say these sort of things because it's Twitch chat. Why? Because it's online. Why? Because it's online. That's all you're going to end up saying. Why is online any different than real life? You're going to say it's because you don't get to use your voice or tone. I would say that because you can't use your voice or tone, given that you are in that circumstance of like not being able to use those two important things to demonstrate your intent, you should be even more articulate with what you type so that you can overcome the disadvantages of not having tone indicated by what you're saying. Does that make sense? You can't ever use the excuse of like, well, text doesn't convey what I want to say properly. It's like, agreed, I agree with you. Therefore, you should be more articulate. You should put more effort. Just like I told Joe, bro. That's just like I told the guy. You should just think before you speak. Agree, you do that in an ideal world, but no one's doing that. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about you, bro. I'm not talking about an ideal world either. I'm talking about you. You right now, you're trying to make the excuse of it's online, so I'm not going to be the most articulate. Instead of just dropping your ego and saying, I fucked up. Next time I won't. Sorry. So easy for anyone without an ego. You just go, yeah, I shouldn't make this excuse. Sorry, online is no excuse. My bad. I won't do it next time. So easy for anyone with no ego. What's up, Trevor? It's so easy to be a decent human being. Just think 2 seconds before you speak, and if what you say adds any value to the conversation, yes. Because this isn't an ideal world, so I don't have to say might be crazy. Yeah. Let's go YouTube. Plus, W for YouTube. No one's doing that in real life? Dude, people do this all the time in real life. Are you kidding me? Like, what? All the time I have to say my bad because I missed them. Oh, fuck. Yeah, my bad. It's like, do I really care about my ego that much that I can't say my bad? I do feel shame. I do feel bad when I do these sort of things. And I do run into this issue. Maybe not with you guys, because it's like, it's way fucking easier arguing with you guys than someone intelligent, right? Saying that I would do it different in real life is a concession. I could have done things better. No, we're not talking about that, dude. I'm talking about right now, bro. About how you're constantly just trying to find any avenue of escape to just not say, I shouldn't have said that at the start. At this point, I don't even want it. It's just like, as long as you understand, it's fine. Like, I know you're not going to be able, I know you're absolutely incapable of just saying, my bad, I started this shit. I doubled down way too much. No, we're not talking about whether you do it better in real life. I'm talking about you right now and what you just did. And you tried to defer to like, oh, but people don't do this in the real world. Oh, people don't do this because it's online. I'm like, I'm not even talking about them, bro. I'm talking about you, bro. Just feels like an excuse to be an asshole. Anonymity is not an excuse. It's not, yeah. You talk about ego every time I come across you. Chill. Well, it's a good thing you don't really matter, right, Wonderos? It's a good thing that like your opinion, when you're just not even gonna listen to the conversation, and you're gonna come back and be like, "Oh, you have an ego." Like I know you're gonna do this, right? Because a lot of people like you don't really think, you don't bother like shut the fuck up and like listen or like watch the whole thing. Like you're just gonna talk, right? So the next thing you say is probably gonna be something stupid and defensive instead of "my bad, I shouldn't have said that." I'm just gonna ban, right? Easy. So, hey Nidog, my beloved, I've tried your key bindings, and anyone saying that they're outright bad are coping. My camera movement went from mid to professional tier when I watch it back, so no, I don't play RTS. Let's fucking go, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. You want to like record your gameplay and like send it my Discord? I'd love to see that. Oh god, dude, they're running loops right now. They're running loops going, oh shit, how can I argue this? Oh, my ego's hurt. How can I argue this? It's like, bro, don't open my fucking mouth unless I have the ability to actually like represent what I'm saying properly. Otherwise, like I take a moment to think. And like I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, I've played this boss battle hundreds of times. Nothing you guys say here will be unique. I almost fucking guarantee it. Or it will be in the same category of other things, and I already have a prepared response. It's a free fucking flowchart. I might actually just write that. You know, I might actually just write that out, like a whole ass flowchart. Not hurt, dude. Good luck. Great, dude. Yeah. Security to the max. You needed to tell us you're not hurt, dude. Good luck. That demonstrates to me that you're not hurt. You play RTS games? Yeah. Do you really think that the tone you use will get Wonderos to learn your lesson? It's not even about getting him to learn the lesson at this point. It's about someone acting in bad faith, so we respond in a fair manner. Nice one, by the way. Nice one. You didn't even respond to what I said earlier. You're trying to like use another example or another like person to be like, oh, nitpick tone again. Like you're just doing it again, King Goosey. How old are you, by the way? If you say anything other than your actual age, like I'm just gonna ban. I need you to tell me right now because I think I'm actually talking to a child. You're 18. Okay. I'm talking to a child. Like, conversation's over. You're gonna say you're judging me based off of like the age, and it's like absolutely right. It qualifies all the statements that you're making because it tells me that at 18 you probably haven't actually had real conversations with people, so you're not gonna be able to understand this fully, right? Is that me being dismissive and validating? Absolutely, because I'm inferring based on past observations. Here's what I mean. When you talk to enough 18-year-olds and they do the same sort of thing, at some point in your brain, you are able to infer that the next person that comes along is probably going to do the same things. Obviously, you don't assume it automatically. You watch for it and you try to work against it, as in I work against my own bias. I'm hoping he's not going to be like that. But if he is like that, I'm going to just go, okay, fuck it. He's in that category. For example, 10 birds. They're all white. The 11th bird flies in, you ask the person, what color is that bird? They're most likely going to answer white. Does anything show that it's definitively going to be? No, but they're inferring based off past observations. So I'm doing that right now. I'm going to tell you right now, most 18-year-olds argue with me like this. You don't know shit. So that's it. You don't know shit. Enjoy your lesson. I talked to you enough. I talked to you for like 20, 30 minutes. I try my fucking best to assume that you'd be like an intelligent person. Just fucking not, all right? Gone. Entire conversation about invalidating someone by saying just ignore what that person said, and someone comes in, doesn't listen to anything, goes chill. Yeah, the chill thing, it's like, yo, bro, like you don't go to you probably wouldn't go up to anyone and be like, relax, bro. Like, especially for strangers, like that just, you can't get a word in like that. Hey, Astolfo, don't ever say something like that to me. I want you to search up parasocial relationship. Parasocial relationship. Google that, Astolfo. And I want you to read that entire thing. And then I want you to search up parasocial relationship studies and effects on behavior. And then read some of those studies, okay? That's it. Yes. I appreciate your concern, but do not say this. You're a streamer, baby? Okay, I'm glad that you're a streamer. Then it's even worse then, right? Because that only serves to hurt your argument here if you're saying that you should be able to do these sort of things. I don't care if you're a streamer. You're still playing into a parasocial relationship. If anything, you should know even more than the average person what it would be like to have someone say, Nidhogg, darling, I love you, but you need to keep a level head. Chat is here to piss you off, darling. How invalidating is that, bro? I feel like I've kept a pretty level head. I feel like everything I've said, I've explained fully. Right? Damn, League got you bad? No, it's not League. It's people like you. Dude was running circles about the tone of voice? Yeah. Rip Goozy? I gave him a chance. I gave Goozy a good chance. See, I talked to another person. His name was Bambog. He was 18 as well. I had a conversation with him, and he was convinced that he knew the world in and out at 18. I had told him, I think I was like 22 or 21 at the time. I told him, bro, I'm 21 and 22 and I've gone through a lot of things. I don't even think I'm close to understanding the world. But at least when I say things about the world, I argue them, I argue the point, I give justifications. I don't just say like, oh, I know it, right? And I remember he ended up leaving that conversation with a bunch of different like wrong interpretations of the world. And he was even saying some shit like, I was saying like, yo, like if your girlfriend asks you, like, am I fat? He's like, yeah, you say that, yeah, yes, right? Like, because he was like, I don't want to enable that behavior. Like he was just so stupid with it. He came back recently, actually, 3 years later, and he told me I was wrong. I apologize. And I asked him like, what made you learn? He said, I was just so tired of people not liking me. It's like, bro, don't run into that issue. Fair enough. I'm just talking like a dork. That's not an excuse. Just don't do it next time. I don't know you. And like, it's good that you're a streamer, but that means that you should know about personal relationships even more. You should understand that it's even like how cringe it is to have someone do that. Like me, what do you know about me? Well, I do know a little bit about you, Jabba. You came in, you listened to the whole thing, you said, damn, League got you bad, G. First of all, it's not even League of Legends. Not even League of Legends. It tells me that you are willing to speak before knowing like the context or even like try to understand, try to be charitable to those sort of things, and you think that you can just say whatever you want with impunity because you just like these kind of one-off comments, kind of like little jabs, like ooh, like you're implying like oh you're mad, that kind of sort of thing. Like that to me, only children do, right? So like I can glean that off you because you're not even gonna defend that. You're just gonna be like oh relax, bro. You're not even gonna say like actually it was okay for me to say that. Actually, that did contribute to the conversation. You're not gonna say any of those. Goddamn lol, telling people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Yeah. Snow goose need to bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. Let's go, bro. What? Following random people on the internet, baby, gross. I mean, yeah, like, I'm not a child, I'm 13. You're funny because even if you're not 13, when you say something like that, you basically are mentally 13. That's a fucking free. That's the trick. There's no age at which this is acceptable. Bento wouldn't treat me like chat looks like right now. My god, just trolls all around. Wait, what? Bento? Yeah, I got bento boxes upstairs. It's okay. I'm sure most people here can appreciate the fact that someone will actually call these sorts of things out. And more importantly, I hope that everyone here knows what I'm like better. If you think that I'm like always sensitive and you don't want to watch me, you don't have to tell me. You can just leave, right? Like, in fact, if you bother to tell me, it just makes for more content. It doesn't do anything for you. Unless you're a petty human being and you think that like it's actually good to like throw in a little jab before you leave. Most mature people, if they don't actually, think something's good or think it should get engagement, they just leave, right? That's what normal people do. The dumbasses, they always try to be like, oh, you're fucking terribly, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, thanks, bro. Just spend your time watching me. Why does everyone call you King Midhog anyway? Ooh, okay, now you've shown it. Now you've shown it for true. Yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. That gives it away. Yeah, you were never on my side. I thought you were just some idiot trolling around or something. But it actually is. Good try, though. Really good try. Ah. Let me see what this. Nobody. Came to your YouTube channel with the same assumptions that you're sensitive or easily aggravated, but I kept my assumptions to myself. Great, bro. And observed the truth. Great. What is the fuzzy thing on Nidog's head? It's a sapling. My girlfriend took up crocheting, so she wanted to practice, and she made me a sapling. Said that I needed to wear it. Hey Eric, been a long time since I've watched you again. You probably forgot to type that. More power. Thanks, bro. Looks nice. Does she sell those? No. I don't think so. I mean, if you do you want one? She might do like commissions for friends, but I don't know. You'd have to ask her. Always enjoy the mentally stimulating content. Thanks for speaking the truth. No problem. I'd imagine that these kind of podcast sessions are so much more valuable to people than watching me play League of Legends and like stomp someone in the Smurf. Seriously, like I've always felt satisfied with the way my content's gone ever since I started speaking my mind. Are you playing any more solo queue tonight? No, sorry. Have a good night if you're leaving. With the "am I fat" thing you just mentioned, did you mean not encourage behavior of giving person validation for not feeling slash being fat? I didn't quite understand that bit. Hold on, let me read that again. Why don't I just explain like the actual conversation, okay? Basically, he was talking about how you should always be brutally honest and you shouldn't take into consideration other people's feelings. To the best of my memory, he was basically arguing the point that like as long as it's true, you say it, right? So something like "am I fat?" He would like if his girlfriend were fat, he would just be like, "Yeah, you're fat." And then I was arguing like, "Do you not see how that would make her feel?" And he said, I think he said, "Yeah, but I don't care." Is what he like so from my point of view, I was like, holy shit, you're one of those like logic cells that thinks like all about like morals, right? It's like morals, like it would be morally wrong to lie to someone, therefore you should never lie. It's like, dude, what if like you're fucking like you have like a 6-year-old kid and their grandma died and like you gotta lie to them so that they're not just gonna lose their shit right now, and like you can tell them in the morning or something, right? They're gonna lose sleep. It's like, is that morally wrong? And like he would basically say yes. So at the end of that conversation, I realized like, dude, this guy legitimately thinks at 18 years old, like he had like people die or something. Like he like witnessed one of his friends die or like commit suicide. So he made the assumption that like he knew everything there was to say. From my perspective, I was like, dude, you are just like a severely ill person that like you've created this worldview that like defends you from any accountability or stress. Basically, like he's basically trying to avoid stress. So it'd be funny because I could actually invite him on to talk about this again because he messaged me 3 fucking years later, dude. Let me go find this guy. This is crazy. And like we played games. He was even in my viral Silas TikTok. He was one of the guys that like I'm pretty sure he played. I got him to like help me because I needed like 6-7 people. It was crazy. It was like years ago. Let me find this guy. And like I hope I'm getting this conversation right, but I do remember like an 18-year-old that like thought he knew the world and like would just talk shit like, and he said do whatever he wants as long as it's like morally right or something. Find this guy's fucking use. Fuck, I'm in streamer mode, so everything's dotted. Yeah, so that was his point, and I was trying to explain like, dude, sometimes it's okay to say things that are not necessarily true, but they're kind of necessary. I always try to introduce that rule to people about how everything you say has to fit either two, like at least 2 out of 3 of these categories: true, kind, and necessary. So in this case, telling your girlfriend she's not fat and she's pretty would be a kind thing to say and almost a necessary thing to say. Why? Because his girlfriend in that case, most girlfriends, most people in that case, they're not really asking, am I fat? What they're really asking is, can you validate me really quickly? I might need a compliment right now. Pick me up. Easy, right? Like, hey, can you say something nice about me? I'm just feeling kind of bad. I need to hear something nice. And then you say something nice, right? Like, it's like a very obvious social skill that most people have. Empathy, right? Empathy. So it's just so funny to me, dude. Where is this guy? Not too many fucking people. It's just so funny to me that like a lot of people miss this lesson on empathy. Fuck, if I find him, I'll let you know. You don't mind this one. What is this? Nemesis. You criticize Nemesis for the same behavior you demonstrated today? Oh, you mean the tone thing? Oh yeah. If you listen to me, I talked about his original points, and then I demonstrated to him how his tone didn't give away his actual intentions. You're not listening here. When you say something in these sorts of ways, it can detract from your actual point if you use the kind of language that he uses. So I wasn't being a hypocrite here today, Zix. I don't think the way in which I spoke today detracted from any of my points. What I said to Nemesis, I love this. I love that you give me a freebie like this. What I said to Nemesis specifically was that even though he might understand what he actually wanted to say better, and his intentions and what he actually wanted to how he actually wanted to phrase it, he left it out of his original 8-minute video. It was an additional point, right? What he decided to post instead was the visceral reaction in which his tone betrayed his points. No, you don't get to go like, quote, now it's different, bro, trust. I literally demonstrated to you how, right? If anyone wants to say that the way in which I spoke today took away from my points such that I needed to repeat them, or maybe I should have just not used that tone to begin with, you can tell me right now. I feel like I explained myself pretty clearly, right? Nice try, Nidog. I'm not making the same mistake as a kid. Well, you got to demonstrate to me that I didn't convey my points properly. And you got to demonstrate to me that, like, Nemesis did do that. You at least have to do one of those. You pull people into your world of BS, and once they're in, they can't win. No, Zix, you literally are doing exactly what you're saying. You're literally just projecting that. I'm not pulling you into any world. I'm explaining to you. I'm playing into your world, if anything. You called me a hypocrite. I said, bro, there's a fundamental difference between what we did. He posted an 8-minute curated video of him just being visceral about it and not actually explaining as to why certain things were wrong. So I told him, bro, your tone influences the discussion behind this, and also you're betraying what you actually wanted to say. Naji, I mean, you can't be that much of a pussy, bro. You're just wrong. You're just a fucking pussy, tiny little bitch, and you go, oh, dude, I'm gonna say something, get my word in. Oh shit, I have to actually argue it. You got an ego. Bye. Dude, that's crazy. This kid folded immediately, dude. Damn, that's crazy. That is the fastest fold. He's a YouTuber, right? Let me see the 6TV. Ooh, banned? Gone. 5 followers. Sick. I could be your 6th. TV, I gotta find this. I'll be your 39th view on this video. What is this, Fortnite? Oh, sick. Is it him? I hope this is him. Let me click his profile here. Beautiful. Oh, not even. Not even. Some random. dude, no way. Yo, the YouTube took the aggro today. Naji, I'm out. Have a good night. I don't ego battle randos. There's no way he's calling me a random when he's on my stream, dude. You come to. There's a difference here. You go to my stream to call me a random. Shit. What are you then? I've never seen you. I am a random. Right. Anybody have any suggestions on what to do for the first anniversary with my girlfriend? Much appreciated. What do you like? Does she like? Your choice of harsh language, like calling the original guy a fucking idiot or calling the build whack distracted, for calling the build whack distracted from your attempt to rationally get across why it bothered you, IMO. Oh, it's good that it's your opinion. That's strictly your opinion. Great, Cooper. I know you can't let go of that. Like most people like you, when you're that bored, you've been sitting here for the past. That's crazy. You've been here the whole time. When you listen to me talk the whole time, and that's all you're holding on to, it just demonstrates to me like, damn, that's all you want to do. You're so fucking bored. You need something. You need some sort of validation. You need to hold on to something. That's crazy, dude. To be fair to them, as someone who's just tuning in, finding this interesting, I'd be scared to disagree for fear of getting banned. I didn't even ban the guy. He just left by himself. I banned Goozy after like 30 minutes of trying to get through to him. And I banned some people that are very clearly demonstrating to me bad faith and it's bothering. You asked for an example of exactly that, but that's not an actual fucking argument. You said distracted from your attempt to rationally get across. You didn't demonstrate to me how that distracted from my attempt to rationally get across. I literally rationally got it across. That's crazy. That's crazy. You'd have to point to like an excessive amount of like pointless things to say to demonstrate that distracted from my point. All you're saying is, in my opinion, calling someone an idiot. In reality, I said fucking idiots that do this, and not saying Joe, you're a fucking idiot. I called King Goozy a fucking idiot after he doubled down. By the way, I wasn't calling Joe that guy. It's not even just for calling the build back. It's for taking the time to think that is a proper thing to say. Probably like 1 second, and then hitting fucking enter and wording it like that. It's a bunch of different things. Dude, like Nemesis even said, now you're right too. Like he's not even Nemi dick writer. He's just being annoying. Yeah, I mean Nemesis agreed with me. He agreed that like, oh yeah, he probably should have just like put in like the actual reasoning in the video and not just like go like, oh shit, just reacting. I agree. I'm like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Just bro, like next time if you want to like talk about these sort of things and be proper about it, like, don't just be like, oh, it's wrong. Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong. Chill, bro. Zig's probably small, bro. Just play some League. I'm trying not to fall asleep to fix my sleep schedule. Well, you can fuck off then. Bye. Including the guy into that group that does it. You're including it in the group. No, don't you? Okay, I literally agree with you earlier about how like, yeah, I probably should have done that. I agree on this whole tone thing. But there's a fundamental difference between calling someone directly a fucking idiot and saying that fucking idiots in general do this sort of thing. I even make the time in a lot of cases to say like, I'm not saying you're necessarily doing that, but you're feeding into it. I even fucking make the time to say that when it comes to a certain action. It's kind of like a teacher when a kid comes up and asks the teacher like, hey, how do I do question 9? I feel like I got this wrong. And the teacher like takes this packet and decides to say, hey class, pay attention real quick. On question 9, you want to do this. So yes, we're talking about the kid. We're also talking about people in general. I love that you're nitpicking this so much. You're such a... we'll do the same thing. How old are you, Cooper Coop? Hey, Stack Bitch, you have no brain cells that you're speaking about. Like, just please, you can't even spell my name right. You use XD at time. You're probably from EUS, I'm assuming. EUS Soiku. A lot of people like you talk like that. Super fucking annoying, super invalidating. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and ban that. Off topic, do you ever plan on streaming coaching sessions? I don't coach. If I coach, it better be for a lot of money. 26? Okay, you should fucking know this lesson then. You should know this lesson. Your whole intention here is to try to get some sort of point in. When you've ignored everything else being said. You just simply want to hear it. It's like, yeah, I even agreed with you at the time. You're right. I shouldn't use that kind of language. Fucking idiot. In general, I probably shouldn't use that. But you're pointing to a situation where I didn't actually call this guy directly. I called the other guy, King Guzi, a fucking idiot. But Joe, even the original guy, I don't know how many times I have to fucking say this because you're probably not going to acknowledge it. Even he had no issue with that sort of thing. So when tone is subjective, I would honestly rely on the actual fucking party, like the person being talked to, right, or talked about in this case. I would rely on their assumption about it. Not that necessarily means that like the action by itself is okay just because the other side was okay with it. I literally agree with you, yes. But like, I can't believe you're dying on this hill, and you're hearing me say that you're dying on this hill, and you refuse to just fucking break on this. It's fucking crazy. As long as you don't take what Nidog says personally, you'll enjoy your time here. Sure. I don't know what's happening, but if this many people are mad at you, you did something wrong? No. I don't agree with that reasoning, Jeff. I don't understand why you would say something like that instead of like listening or reading what people are saying. I can point to every single one of these people that are disagreeing with me or like being annoyed with me, and I can tell you why that might be wrong. Yeah, so like even you said you don't know what's happening. Okay, you don't know what's happening, then shut the fuck up. That's it. You don't know what's going on. Okay, Cooper, you can't point to literally one sort of thing. You have to think about the context. Again, I called up the argument about volume. Not like a volume of my like decibel level. I mean like how many fucking times did I use personal insults a million fucking times? No. If I did, then I'd be like, yeah, that probably took away from my point. Jesus Christ, you're like, I don't know how many times I have to say that you're dialed in on one particular thing without listening to the whole thing just so you can get a point. Please explain to me what I'm saying to you, Cooper Coop. Oh my god, it's insane. You're 26? Dude. Never seen any streamer have this many viewers mad ever, unless you did something wrong? No, Jeff. No, you just don't understand this. Most streamers don't bother to address them. Most streamers actually, at this kind of level, will have a lot of people that are raising concerns or like attacking the streamer. The streamer just doesn't respond to them. So it looks like they don't have an issue, right? How fragile your ego must be that you have to reply to everyone who disagrees with you. Wait, Jeff, you can't say that, but also like be attacking me. You can't say like my ego is fragile just because I'm responding to you. You're basically creating a system where like you get to say whatever you want to me, but if I talk to you back, I have a fragile ego. How fragile is your ego to imply that like no one can disagree, especially when I'm like giving you reasons. I'm actually like arguing the point, and you're just kind of throwing shit at me, Jeff. I mean, I know that like you're just mad that you know you didn't want to like hear anything back, but like kind of crazy. I mean, you have a ridiculously fragile ego. If you come into someone else's stream, you make no money off of this. You don't actually have a point. You just got triggered that I talked back to you. Like, your ego's fragile, man. It's crazy. No, I don't even think this is a fragile ego on my point or on my part. You came out of your little shell. You instigated with me, bro. I don't think you understand this. Like, you started it with me. I was talking to someone else. I wasn't even talking to you. I didn't like pick out of the viewer pool and say like this guy, right? You came at me, so kind of crazy, Jeff. You wouldn't say any of this in real life. You read some of the things you said were uncouth. It just seemed like you were going back on that when you asked the Nemesis relating questions. Dude, you didn't even listen to me in that case, Cooper. Go to therapy together? No, you can go solo trip. You kind of need it. In fact, you could take my session. You might need double. It's crazy. Yeah, kids like you, Jeff, no friends. Cooper, you didn't understand my point, all right? So let me explain to you. That guy was saying that I was a hypocrite for calling out Nemesis in this kind of scenario. I demonstrated to him that there was a complete fundamental difference between what Nemesis did and the volume in which he did it, and also the fact that he didn't provide any actual arguments, versus me, yes, making one comment or two comments or however many, but for the most part, 95% of the time explaining rationally why it is I felt the way it is, or I did, or why I didn't appreciate whatever was going on, and also additionally to King Uzi, why the things he's saying is wrong. You don't get this, do you? Say it to me again so I know that you understand. In Pussy Spot, I have a friend on Harvard debate team. I want to ask him who won. Fucking funny, bro. Harvard debate team. It's crazy. Yeah, kids like Jeff Nunya, they're like 16, bro. Like, these guys have never had a real conversation in life. They come out here bad faith. They just fucking constantly argue, bro. Crazy. It's good practice. This question. I think what Jeff meant is this isn't a part of your brand. What do you mean? What do you mean this isn't a part of my brand? Who determines that? It's probably fucking me, right? This is part of my brand. I do this all the time. I like doing this all the time. I fucking, like, if I have to deal with idiots and I have to just sit there and take it, it's like, bro, at what point do I get to just be like, yo, here's why you're wrong? I have to just like sit this one out and be like, gotta take it? Like, no. This is Unreal on brand? Yes. Like, if anything, I should get thank yous. This is probably the most egotistical thing I'll say. Right? I don't actually mean this, but like, people should be fucking thanking me for doing a public service. Because you might meet that kid. You might meet someone that comes to my stream at a LAN center. Maybe they'll be your cashier, or maybe they'll be a customer somewhere. You might have to deal with that person, and if that kid walked away without getting that lesson of like think before you speak, or like actually back up what you say or take responsibility for what you say, you might have to deal with that piece of shit yourself. And you might think, God damn, like, that's such a dick. Like, I wish he wasn't a dick. So if I'm correcting people, hopefully, you're welcome. And then I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed watching the debate between you and Nemesis. Made the nerd in me very happy. Let's go. Public service to get rid of the weirdos in chat so we can be peaceful instead of finding instigating weirdos. Yeah, I clean it up all the time. Someone wanted to play. I'm just telling them I'm heading up. You posted bot of today, though, because I'm genuinely curious what sparked everything. Sure. Well, basically, someone said this build's whack, and then another guy on top. It wasn't just one dude. It was another guy on top of that, just saying like 0 damage autos, lol. And I'm like, bro, guys, like, fucking no. I don't need you to say this. I'm playing this for fun. Fuck off. Ingenious always do that, you know. And then another guy said, just ignore it. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. You would really be reminding me of the school system. Fuck you if you fight back. Sheesh. Public service to get. Oh yeah, I already read that. There wasn't much of a debate. Nemesis was being very reserved. Most of the responses were just different perspectives. Yeah. I mean, I conceded a ridiculous amount of things in the Nemesis conversation because I understood that like as much as he said he was open minded, I wasn't getting the same feeling. So whenever we had a different perspective, and I tried to demonstrate why my perspective would have more utility, would be better, he would end up saying like, "Oh, just how I am, different." We're just supposed to end at 12. Yeah, but she fell asleep. So good try, especially with the whole being nice at first thing. Hmm. Haven't you guys agreed upon him watching you play something? No, we didn't agree that he would do that. I just said like, oh, if he'd like to. I don't think he said yeah. Got hear what happened? How often do you watch my channel, Kira? Not attacking you. I'm wondering because I can answer your question really quickly based on how often you watch my stream. Once in a blue moon. Okay. You ever witness me have an argument with a chatter being stupid? Oh, okay, okay. Now I have to go. No, you're usually pretty chill. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I understand why you'd say that. When I say argument, it's more like talking to a chatter and like explaining to them. Minius, fucking Kappa. All right, you can watch the VOD. You'll enjoy. No, I'm not chill on stream. I don't know where people got this idea that I'm chill on stream. I'm fair stream. I'm always gonna repeat this. I match the energy of whatever's going. Most of the times I put a VOD in the background while I'm cooking. Yeah, like it might be chill for a normal person because they recognize like there are ups and downs when it comes to conversation. Sure. Someone's being a fucking idiot on match base. Why YouTube streaming is better? Easy rewind. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't implemented it for years now. True. True. Well, anyways, thank you to the YouTube audience as well as my Twitch audience. Probably stream in the future. See you guys. Have a good night. And good talk. Fun talk. You can watch it on YouTube or Twitch. Also, really dank games. I got like 4 wins. One unfortunate loss, but happens. Peace.